Alụkwa ndị ọma na-ege ntị, ama m na voice m na-apụta ọfụma. Voice m na-apụtakwa ọfụma, ọ na voice m na-apụta menụ ka mmalụ. At a time, no time to check time. Enwere m much time ụbọchị nke tata. Almost here Biafra. Biafra, freedom. Freedom, Biafra. Greetings every one of you. Ekene m onye ukwu na masụga n'asụsụ anyị. Ọgịndo. Ekene m onye ukwu, kene onye nta, kene nwoke, kene nwaanyị. Wee sị nke onye chiri onye azụ elu. Abịago m n'ụbọchị nke tata ka m gbasa ozi ọma Chineke, ozi ọma nnwere onwe, ozi ọma redemption of Biafra restoration. Eluigwe zie m ozi, zie m ndị dị ndụ. N'ụbọchị nke tata enwere m ọtụtụ oge ma gbuo oge achọrọ m ịga straight to ihe nji maka wee bịa. Ihe nji maka wee bịa n'ụbọchị nke tata. Ozi m na-ezigalụ, biko onye ọbụla mma onye a na-akpọ Okwuluora Emmanuel bụ afịa, mana afa Facebook ebe Okwuluora, biko tag anya maka na onye aka m chọrọ izigala ozi a, and achọrọ m ilechi ya na many things. Enwe many things m chọrọ ka m school onye into, maka na o nwere areas on na-eme ezigbo mistake, and all na people like us ga-agba nkịtị ka ọ continue na that way. O nwere ike osoro na-aba n'imi, maka na ndị be anyị si na ebe nwata kwulu ọnụ si na ya agwakọ okenye na ya agwagbu okenye. Ozi na-ezi n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ ozi m ga-eziga Okwuluora ozi anụ a, and tata nwere ike ịbụ the last time m ga-ezigara ụdị ozi a. Ihe ọzọ ọ ga-afụzi bụ ọnụbazi ọgụ, ife ọfụzi o were. First of all, when the najum is IPOB do or die affair. Yes, for those of you namalo, IPOB is a do or die. It's either we restore Biafra or we die restoring it. And we will not die, rather we will restore Biafra. And actually make these things very categorically clear to every one of you, regardless of wherever you are watching from. Actually, key game monte of man. When we are fighting for freedom, everybody is not a freedom fighter. Onye ọbụla abụrụ freedom fighter. Enwe ndị Chukwu okike abịa ama nzipụta ha bịa for this freedom fighting. And ndị ahụ apụtago for the ije. Ngị nwa na-ezipụtalo for freedom fight. Ihe ị ga-eme onwe gị bụ zip your mouth, mechinete ọnụ gị, maka na ụfọdụ ga-asị enwere ife nkwu ubi ife ọjọọ, onwere ife nkwu bụkwa n'ihe ọjọọ. Yes, you can be saying maybe in your mind in the right track, man in a kwalo non. Now can call Okwuluora if on amalo. And the one like him analyze without you with a video now, so that ne play the video can not ne lecture with the video ne onya hit a video. That is why Jebe madu potassium mass in your video. Na nikuli fed your na ke nwere all na mwa the wrong potency and the wrong. Apology is meant for the wrong people, and nobody is above apology. And menu Okwuluora 48 hours age to attend that public apology to IPOB worldwide. Number 1 or S. Also know if social media ka ineme mbife social media ga-eme die mgbazi agwazie no na social media ka ife na-eme. One thing ndị mmadụ na malo na Facebook nwere ike ibupụta gị. Live video nwere ike ime gị a great person. The same Facebook can destroy you. Facebook, when you pass your limit, maka na on a social media, ị gafe your limit, Facebook ga-eme minagi. Now, ka ị ga n'ubi onye idea, anyị ka n'ubi onye idea, maka na ndị be anyị na-emezi nwete onye bata or nwete 2000 followers na watch ya, oche no mega arrive. Facebook followers are like audio followers, ghost followers, what we call it. Ghost followers, the ina of Facebook followers. Now, Okwuluora can kowalegi. According to Yisi, you have itolugo ikwoku maka Biafra. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu with Peter Obi are on the same level. Comparing Peter Obi, inconsequential Peter Obi with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is an insult to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu personality, number 1. It's an insult to IPOB movement. Number 2, why I give you 48 hours to apologize in case you if he made in John 1 Ijonogi where in IPOB were factions. Amalo member IPOB do the faction. Who is the leader of the factions? Ongwa create the factions. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. IPOB faction. And somebody mbu IPOB member put on your program. Now kwagi that IPOB enwelo faction. Ngiwa bu okwuluora nna no ho na IPOB. Ana agbo no paka makana amamiche na IPOB freedom fighter. No ime hook up ụmụnwaanyị ko ịchọta ụmụnwaanyị dị na-eme na program. These are two different things. IPOB is a group of people who volunteer themselves to fight. Mana, before we go on this, I made home this video edit. It will be fully so that can we not for all too many questions.
Draw the first blood.
All too many questions, and the year pattern not caught to any part of this video. The only place in court to be about Polebu. All the whole questions on Aju, Nga one after the other, and everything only the remote. Nga kuzilia here, and no one near 48 hours. It tender public apology or Nyachelu Mbife Okute no Nyage Media or Malon IPOB across Gori Bicom. You cannot be going for freedom at the same time campaigning for election. Freedom and election is like oil and water. They can never mix together. So if you are a politician, you face your politics, then you stay away from the freedom movement. As
we call on our people to join, I'm going to entertain you with a song by Inayokwe.
No, I don't want to hear that song.
MTN. Nigeria Kewa is in order. I cannot do a proper broadcast. Nigeria is indeed a sad news, a bad news. And the very soon, ndị nọ na camp Peter Obi ga-emebe ndị nọ na camp Maazị Nnamdi ever forget Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, one of the greatest ever to live, the greatest Igbo son alive, a man who was opportune to work with United Nations, a man who was opportune to take billions of.
I want you people to pay attention. He is, according to him here, he is a pro Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, a pro Maazị Nnamdi Kanu can never be a pro Peter Obi. An IPOB member is an anti-Nigeria. Believe you me, any IPOB member, a registered IPOB member, is an anti-Nigeria, both in and out. And whether any IPOB member have anything to do with Nigeria. Every IPOB member is an anti-Nigeria and anti-politics. Anything anti-politicians. Listen to Okwuluora claiming to be in love with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and all these fallacy statements coming out from his mouth. So after Kokuche this thing, then Nkowaziali for Namalo.
Naira from the oppressor. But a man who said he's going to prove that it's not about money, that there are still credible, maybe few, credible black people alive. A man who decided to live in prison instead of living in glory, instead of living in abundance of wealth, because he wants electricity, he wants running water, he wants a proper investment, he wants soccer school, he wants train station, he wants BTS, he wants MRT, he wants decent international airports, he wants seaports, he wants our people to live life and not just exist. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is in prison and Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's popularity is fading away. And before I say what I want to say today, I want to submit to all of you that I am a student of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu.
At this point, Inga so close like Okwuluora or whatever it's called, Okwuluora, you are not a student of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Point of correction. When a student of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu speak, we know them. Like me, I am a student of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, and I will be the last person to come out on social media to ask what is the strategies of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, because I know as a student of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu have lectured me his strategies inside his house, in our house. Now, ngana asụ asụsụ banyị obele because ihe a bụ ihe ndị Igbo. God permit me ka nsụ asụsụ banyị because enidlo m ndị mba ọzọ. Onye kpọrọ onwe ya student of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwesịrị ịma the strategies, the pros and cons of IPOB movement, because once you know Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, you know IPOB strategies. Now, at this point, ka ife gosi na Okwuluora bụ IPOB student of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, is Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pro Nigerian government or pro politicians? Is Maazị Nnamdi Kanu anywhere in support any election? Have Maazị Nnamdi Kanu campaigned for any political office for any Nigeria? The answer is no. This Okwuluora, the question I want to ask you is this: what prompted you to make such shameful and arrogant program? Nimwe followers or Nine broadcast, that does not make you a freedom fighter. In a freedom fighting is different from organizing program to help the needy. A freedom fighting is not a meeting. A freedom fighter is not organizing program for hookup. You are good in hookup. That is why people are listening to you, because many Nigerians are frustrated and most of them need hookup. And what you are into is what other women are into. That is why you have your view. So I want you to pay attention. Whoever that knows Okwuluora should invite him here. Actually, me lecture and let Chonya Ngabuyanya make apology and don't refuse when he made the apology. Oga Balini das rugede. Na la Biafra. Osina asika nneku mu abu MAP na 48 hours. Osina asinya ga juo ndi nke malaka ona kedebe fa no tata. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu should let there be peace, not for saboteur and not for obstacle. Any person turned long as an obstacle or a stumbling block towards Biafra's restoration will turn the person to a stepping stone. Can you get anything?
The mentorship of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu made me to understand that you can actually say the truth and not die. Because the whole idea, notion is that ikwu eziokwu na ani Igbo egbuo gi, ikwu eziokwu na Nigeria egbuo gi. I have been speaking the truth all my life. And the eziokwu an na-ekwu keep mu safe kama oge egbu m egbu. Onwe ife nchọ correct tata. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ nwa anyị. Peter Obi bụ nwa anyị. And abịago m na social media, ime onwe okwu ada like ikwu. Mana ana m ekwu okwu ahụ ada ekwu. Ana m afụ kịta na ndị nọ na kampụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-eme ndị nọ na kampụ Peter Obi attack. And very soon ndị nọ na kampụ Peter Obi ga-emebe ndị nọ na kampụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu attack. Anyị niile bụ ndị Igbo. Peter Obi.
At this point again, I said, Okwuluora, you should shut up your mouth. Ndị nọ na kampụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu have been hitting their about they don't need Nigeria and they don't have anything to do with election right from time. And in the Peter Obi bụ asịrị ha bulu abụmọnụ ha and their frustration biawa na their platform. For example, Biafran platform, Biafra Unity. Post or something there. How many people can we invite? Here there are Biafra Unity, not Peter Obi campaign organization, not Peter Obi this thing, but you will see them there attacking me and causing mayhem. Good example again, Reno Omokri, a Yoruba activist or whatever. When the time he posts something, you see the same useless obituary people. They will go there and attack. And as of today, we see 3 days back, we see the vice presidential candidate of Peter Obi telling Zach Oji, calling him all manner of names, that he live in one apartment, a vice presidential candidate, and all these things is happening. You say you are saying the truth. That is, that is why I am different. And at this point, like you said, and you answer Okwuluora. What is the meaning of Okwuluora and Igbo? Okwuluora and Igbo is the voice of the Igbo people. Okwuluora, I dare you and I challenge you. Can you send me the video where you condemn the killing of Anambra youth in Ogbaru local government as an Okwuluora and Onye Eziokwu? Achom Kigoshim the video, every condemn and every Pochuku Soludo that now the killing of our people is getting out of hand. These are how you know the people that stand for the truth. And I tell you, this name Okwuluora, you have to remove it from your name, because you have to be answering Okulu Muwani. Because I watch your program, even on your hook up, and some people to take a. So at that area, I don't expect you to just descend on or to divert from what you are known to be doing to IPOB. IPOB Biafra Freedom is far bigger than you. You told na IPOB. You told maka Biafra. That is, I can say you have not. That is, you have to grow up to be a man. Oh, nwoke na-ekwu Biafra. Nwoke nwanyị ada ekwu Biafra. Okwuluora, ịbụ nwoke nwanyị. And n'okwu Biafra, anya nidoro nwoke nwanyị. I dare you again and I challenge you. Can you send me your video condemning the killing of 14 Igbo youth in Imo State? As Okwuluora ndị Igbo, Igbo. One more, can you tell me? Okwuluora ndị Igbo, na-aza Okulu ụmụ nwanyị ndị Igbo, because all your program, you have been talking, everything is about why are you not married at age of this? Why are you not to this? Many of you will say, MAP, go and look for job. You are ranting. You will keep on a comment section, whatever, but the question Charlie jogging now on a comment section, will you be there for him? In on a Canada, in on a US, far distance, in on an abang. You need there to be popular. You have to, you know what to do. IPOB make it popular. That is end of the road for you. Of IPOB, if we make you popular, that's so kaine again because it's mad foolish on. Imadimino of Okwuluora. Now Mazinam the canon Okwuluora na ipotaza Okwuluora. Ane Okwuluora na iya. Take that name Okwuluora out from your mouth. Tinye Okulu wine, because 99% of your program is about hookup. And onye onane me hookup ne nwete view. Onye obuna no na hookup ne nwete view. And onye obuna na atulego na enyelu ndi madaka. Onye ne nwete view. That does not give you the impetus, the authority. He speak when men are talking. Makandogi kaipulenya, because elube heben naga manon wali fenchori ebe chori kowaya how IPOB was formed and how IPOB is functioning. And when you IPOB enwelo faction.
Boni watch or the mai. Mazim nam the can boni watch or the mai. Apart from Biafra, disintegration or pulling away from Nigeria, most of the things the people be in Ocho can wear beefing and the can of Chokan.
You are Obuni
on a campo Mazim nam the can. Oh, let me put it this way. Obuni believe from a Nigerian election na PVC. You believe in total liberation of our people. Please, keep it to yourself. Promote your opinion. Promote your brand. Stop attacking those who name obedient and useful. You believe Rana Peter be Abu President. He tried to vote. Promote your opinion. Do not call people who name obedient foolish. Because
now, at this point, can get Okwuluora address. Okwuluora. Emmanuel, because that Okwuluora is not befitting you, it's not your name. Emmanuel, let me address you here. The reason Egeju na support to P2B foolish is this. Can go see you something? Oh, it's not from this phone. Oh, phone can jamel here, but I think I have it. Let me check. I think I have it. I think just a minute. I will bring it. Makana nga kọwalụ gị na-ebe ịtụpụta nkịta akpị izi enya ka ọ na-afịa. Okwuluora, according to you called your name, if in afụ here now bụ the result of INEC registration, a man wait about a post to me on my platform. Na ihe ju ekpo ndị na-eso Peter Obi the foolish people. In 2015, Peter Obi was qualified to become Nigerian president. What deprived Peter Obi not to contest in 2015 when the platform for him to contest was out. Keife Patana Peter Obi contest law. Imalo. The reason is because the United Nations have not said anything. Anything. Maka Biafra restoration. In 2019, Peter Obi refused to contest, rather choose vice president to Atiku. And in 2019, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already told you that there will be no election. And the Peter Obi with Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, with Igbo politicians, then went and meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have a series of meeting upon meeting. They were begging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu let election hold. That na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu quick election hold. Na how a deep River Niger. Na how they what restructure. And the then President General of Ndi Igbo called John Onyanwodo. John Onyanwodo was the then President General of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. Promised Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and said that he, John Onyanwodo, will go to Abuja and bring restructuring. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told him, once you bring restructure, I will drop Biafra agitation, but I will not drop Biafra agitation before you will go for restructure. You have to bring it to me and I will drop. And they signed that if Mazi can drop no election in Biafra land in 2019, that they will restructure Nigeria. And they told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that Peter Obi is coming for VP, Vice President, to Atiku Abubakar. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them that you cannot win election in Nigeria. That even if you win, how many Igbos are senators in upper chamber, which is the lawmaking? How many Igbos are members of House of Representatives? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them that you cannot restructure Nigeria because the majority of the senators and the House of Reps are from the north. Now, if for the reason, and the structure Nigeria in a way that it will not favor any person. Now, okwuluora, the result of INEC registered vote in the northwest, they have 22.67 million vote, registered vote. In the northeast, they have 18.3 million registered vote. In the north, in the southeast, in southwest, that is the Yoruba land. Let me start again. Northwest, the north. Northwest, north, 22.67 million voters card registration, registered card. North, southwest, Yoruba land, 18.3 million. That is Yoruba land. Then south, Ndo Family, 15.2 million vote. North Central, Ugwu again, where 14.1 million voters card. Northeast, Ugwu again, 12.8 million. Then Southeast, Ndi Igbo. Southeast, Igbo side, 11.49 million. Now, okwuluora, tell me with the statistic of voters card you are seeing here, Keka Peter Obi, Ngeju Ebite, North, 22.67 million plus 14.1 million plus 12.8 million. Eba konya kailo the mass 22 plus 14 genyegi 36.68. Then plus 12, 36 plus 12 genyegi 48. 67 plus 8, 7 plus 8 is 15 genyegi 75. Now Ndugu na 48 million. Am I correct? 45. Let me start afresh. 22 plus 14 genyegi 36 plus 12 genyegi 48. That is 48.75 million votes. 48.5 million registered votes. So the north were 48.75 million votes only in the north. Then the Oduduwa were 18.3 million. Now, Ndi Igbo, unu na-asị na ha ga-abụ president, nwere 11. Now, Kema Fagi, Emmanuel. Now tell me, how can 11 million votes defeat 48 million votes na your village? Or the possible? Now, another question, Chole Jugi. When Peter Obi knows that the PDP able kwesiri enwete power, president deny the ticket, Keifo Negosigi, they don't want him. If PDP cannot give Peter Obi ticket to contest under the platform of PDP, which is a direct opposition to the ruling party APC, which makes Peter Obi to have equal standard to contest for president. Kedife, okay, Steve Machi, thank you for the calculation. 51 million. Emmanuel ordinary head Kanji and calculate here. 51 million votes. Now, Gwamuka 11 million votes in the challenge. At this point, the moment Peter Obi got UK or Nachiete or the campo to Labour Party. Labour Party will structure. When we talk about the structure, I see the foolishness of Peter Obi, as educated as he is. In fact, I will educate. Peter Obi gabu all study the economy, I think, because there is a difference between education and the study. In Italy here, when there is something you will do, they will not say you are not educated. But that does not mean that you are not, you don't have something you study. When you study physics or you are studying engineer, you study it. Italy don't see you as an educated, because education means the characters you possess, the knowledge you possess, your behavior and everything, your ability to calculate it before your opposition. Now, Peter Obi Keifone, at that point, each of 1 year. Each of 1 year all stand there by his side. Now, Peter Obi Amelia Mba or Bandi Igbo join a Labour Party. Now, when we tell you don't have structure, what is structure? Structure comprises of K state, Labour Party now control. K constituency, Labour Party now control. Constituency, Labour Party now control. Because for you to do anything, you have to have structure. Peter Obi, out of ignorance, tell you that 100 million poor Nigerians are among the structure of Peter Obi. This is the reason why Nigeria in the mess, because when Tinubu was campaigning, when the late Buhari was campaigning, they asked him about his structure. He said that he don't need a structure. And after election, it took him how many months to appoint a minister to go work with him. Just a minute, can connect here my things. Now, these are things you need to look into. Now, can you get okwuluora again? Because actually, I play video. The place in the with okwuluora, Emmanuel. Because people, when you are broadcasting on Facebook, it's na Facebook akoyeri. IPOB is Abulon Koyeli group. And I bet meeting Umunna, and I bet meeting on the Enugu state or meeting on the Anambra state. Akajinam Dekano is beyond Umunna meeting. Now can I play no club?
Very soon, Ndi Bogano Bogozo, Ndi Cho disintegration, Ndi Cho Peter Obi. That is the work. My network is embarrassing. It is no longer. Obuni Choka Nigeria Kewa. Promote your brand, promote your opinion, promote your ideology. Do not go out there and be insulting people who never obedient in a PVC. Ijwo Peter Obikita, how did your network is very poor? And there is no way I'm going to continue a sensitive conversation like this with such a.
These are the things Choka Nigerians, Biafrans continue with Peter Obi. Okay, you are complaining the network is poor. Now, all the same thing, can election, can people continue with?
A poor network. That is to tell you how bad Nigeria is, how irredeemable, how indescribable Nigeria is for all the wrong reasons. Please, before I sign out, because I cannot continue with the program, Ijuo Peter Obi Kita, former governor of Anambra State, Keka your support is Webia. How are people supporting you? Peter Obi does not know. These things are organic. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's support is organic. Mazi Peter Obi's support is organic. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, last time Okwuluora said that peace must be restored in Igbo land. That name.
If how naive or can get cover this man. If how use the word stupid or not be. If how dull the brain of this man is. Peter Obi supporters are the only Igbos. The question to go Emmanuel now. Emmanuel like you with fact and figures. Can Emmanuel mention one governor from the north who have endorsed Peter Obi to show that Peter Obi is widely accepted by Nigerians or every corners? Or mention one Oduduwa governor who have endorsed Peter Obi to become president? I said a sitting governor from any north or Yoruba. Is there any one governor from the north who have endorsed Peter Obi to become president? There is none. On whether any Yoruba governor, sitting governor, who have endorsed Peter Obi to become president, there is none. And whether any Igbo governor who endorsed Tinubu to become president, yes, Governor Dave Umahi, a sitting governor of Ebonyi State, have already endorsed Tinubu. He is an Igbo man. To tell you that Igbo, Peter Obi knows that he goes nowhere. I am explaining the reason why we call Peter Obi followers foolish, because they are seeing that they are going in a failed road. They are going nowhere. They are going to fail, yet they keep on pushing to be failed. Ebonyi State Governor Anaha support Peter Obi. Imo State Governor Anaha support Peter Obi. Now, what does that tell you? Imo State and Ebonyi State are supporting Tinubu because they are APC. Now, Okezi Ikpeazu, who is a sitting governor of Abia State, is supporting Atiku. And the same you say that Nigeria is irredeemable, and you people knows that nothing can repair Nigeria, and you are still pushing Peter Obi to go there. That is why what we call foolishness. You have to do the arithmetic. You have to do the maths. I actually Seniga school. In fact, in Biafra land, we have to abolish public admin and business administration. These two courses are confusing people. And this part-time school, this guy in Sobu, or the Lomaka people now got part-time school. Omuabu MAP, eziokwu bundu, one in Biafra land. Mpogi ngwagi, mpotangwagi di eziokwu. Gwagi eziokwu, gwagi with fact and figures. Yes, na Peter Obi followers are organic. Let Peter Obi go campaign in the north. Let us see how organic it is. In Osun State, the result is there. PDP scored the highest. APC scored second. The same Peter Obi organic followers were nowhere to be found, and the Labour Party scored 5,000 votes. 5,000 votes, and they tell me they are organic. Don't you know the meaning of forbidden? That you know the meaning of organic. In our English is not education, it's not our language. The problem of Nigeria buna onya mutana asezibo English, simple and correct English, onya habule educated person in Nigeria. Ugo Baby is another foolish girl to be watch out. Nkachi na Ugo Baby, no Germany. If you know something, you know with it. You know what people eziokwu. Why people now Peter Obi has no future in Nigerian president. Peter Obi bu president na Nigeria no can elephant is in a hole of a needle to pass. And you know all these things, yet you are still going there. That make them foolish. Now, in case you don't know why IPOB is against that, or some not IPOB, some of us, is because the UN have risen up to treat the matter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra restoration. The UN have risen up to treat the matter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and UN. Donald Azubike, greetings. I greet you. UN is treating that matter. Now, AU, African Union, is rising up to follow the suit. The international communities are now coming in to know the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, illegally rendition to Nigeria without passing due process. Now, what does that mean? The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom of Biafra. The Obasanjo, who is a Nigerian machinery, many of you are Obasanjo is an agent of Nigeria, agent of Britain. Anything to do to cause to cause havoc to Ndibo, Obasanjo is behind it. Do you people know, in case okwuluora n'ịmalụ can let you I am Mazi Achebe Paul eziokwu bụ ndụ mkpọ gị ngwa gị. Okwuluora, let me tell you, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Israel for help for the restoration of Biafra, Israel government told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come back to Nigeria to meet Obasanjo, that Obasanjo is the diplomatic agent representing Nigeria in anything that has to do with foreign affairs. If you Obasanjo don't give go ahead, or you are going nowhere. Because of Obasanjo, Israel denied Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that chance of helping him to restore Biafra. And you know nothing about this. You just dive into issue. You just display the highest level of ignorance. This is why people say that you are not educated. Because an educated person, before you dive into an issue, you have to study the issue. You have to go into the issue. You have to contact people. The same Obasanjo is the one bringing P2B. The purpose of Obasanjo bringing P2B is because Obasanjo see that he have failed to make the international communities not to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only chance and the only card Obasanjo have to play now is to bring P2B to divert the attention so that Ndibo will say we don't want Biafra, let's go for presidency. And when you now go for the presidency and you failed, you cannot come back for Biafra again. Or Guguisi, wisdom is not adakatanaru. What are they now? That's the role Obasanjo is using P2B to play. Obasanjo is a former dictatorship. In case you don't know, go and read history. Obuloma the Potosigi na Mongoboro Park discover River Niger. History. You know nothing about history. That is why IPOB can never tell you their strategies in public. You join my IPOB name, you join IPOB so that you learn. Because after I watched this guy, I lost the whole respect I have for him. I'm all of now, this guy is so stupid and foolish at this stage. To be honest, until he made this statement comparing inconsequential P2B with a man commanding over 70 million people. And now compare P2B that was impeached 4 times as Anambra State governor. Impeached. What was his crime? Incompetency. As I am, I'm from Anambra State. I am precisely. And I throw this challenge to anyone supporting P2B. If any person from Anambra State can come out and tell me that this is what P2B did in Anambra State, that turned Anambra from consumption to production, I will stop talking about Biafra. I said and I repeat, if anyone can come out and tell me this is what P2B, for good 80 years he was Anambra State governor, that this is what he did to turn Anambra State from consumption to production, I will stop talking about Biafra. There is no one state company or state infrastructure P2B created as Anambra State governor for good 80 years. And I challenge any P2B support. I will give them chance to call on this program. To mention one last time I confronted one of the supporters, I told me Hero is a private business. It's not Anambra State company. This is how you people go about lying, and you're answering okwuluora. Listen, I play the voice because someone buy naga. You can say that.
I am trying to repeat the words of Mazen Nali, even though I cannot quote him.
Point of correction. You are not repeating the words of Mazen Nali. You are confusing yourself. In a confused when we go Okwuluora. That is why at earlier stage I told you are not a student of Mazen Nali, because when the student of Mazen Nali speak, we know, we hear them and we see it. And I address you as nobody because in as far as Biafra restoration is concerned, Okwuluora is nobody and he is nobody. Even in Biafra land, in Igbo land, Okwuluora is nobody. And with this mentality, that is why he failed in China and they bring him back. Because no brain age calculate. You just carry out, you come out and talk without investigation. Can you get to succeed in life? Can you get anything?
Correctly, I cannot quote you word to word. Because no, if you are obedient, be obedient. If you want total disintegration, please promote your opinion. All the very embarrassing and all the very wrong. Nature total disintegration. Ijena the obedient. Now see the obedient na how many family. We are preaching democracy. We are preaching a system, a faction, a section, a place where.
Let's put it here. Now, my people, call your lady can I didn't insult him. He is the person insulting himself. Now, a group of people in one region, he is advocating, let this group of people divide themselves together. Kawan now call for freedom. Kawan now call for one Nigeria. Now, the question actually to Okwuluora. All Nebulo an idiot. Newly literate. How can you use your two mouths to tell a one region so that they will look foolish before the world? How can the world now look at the Igbo people and Biafrans entirely and say, oh, they are talking about freedom, Biafra restoration, at the same time campaigning to become president? Okwuluora Majogi, Igbo international communities, you watch such people. What will you write of them, Okwuluora? This kind of people, half of them is talking about Biafra restoration, and the other side is talking about one Nigeria. What will you tell them? Okwuluora, in case you don't know the solution to all these things, as an adult you are, I thought you will ask Peter Obi with Igbo politicians to step down. There is a crisis. There is some people who want Biafra, Igbo people. There are some Igbo people who want one Nigeria. Can you people go for a referendum so that the majority, we will know where we stand? Let the majority decide if we want one Nigeria or we want referendum. This should be things coming out to show that you are matured and you are nigala. If for the reason mad potako illiterate, don't be angry because you advertise your illiteracy before people now call you illiterate. What is illiterate? Illiterate is what you are doing now. Telling a group of people to divide into two. One will be advocating for Biafra restoration. The other one will be advocating for one Nigeria. Have you seen any people who are looking for independence at the same time building their oppressors? Let me tell you, a freedom fighting is not practicing a democracy. The freedom movement is a quasi-military. It's in form of military. That is why when you hear IPOB, you will hear command and control. That word, command and control, you cannot see it in a democracy. You see it in a way, a place where democracy is not existing. That is why people like us, who are the students of Mazen Nali, when we speak, we play voice in Mazen Nali because I'm not looking Mazi lecture. Now you are endangering your life because of inconsequential P2B. Because once you are talking, I want you to look and go into your voice and you ask yourself, Igbo international community and the region in Onimia, will tell you report na Hatch of Freedom. It shows here that region touch. I mean, it's okay for that region. The region is talking about election, voters card. How will you look? I put it to you to answer me.
People are entitled to the opinion. Open total disintegration. Preach a total disintegration. The only thing I'm telling people that are doing obedience is remember Mazim Nnamdi Kanu. You are relevant today. You are alive today. You are a proud Igbo man today. Nigeria is somehow respecting you for being an Igbo man. It's because of the brilliance, of the bravery, of the audacity, of the gods, of the temerity, of the effrontery of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Igbo people, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The greatest.
Now, wait, pause it there. Now, under 3 seconds, under 1 year, the man who have the impetus, the effrontery, and everything you just said here, the man who make the Igbos to be recognized and have a little respect, like you said, have been captured for just under 1 year. And you want to just gather everything and put it in dustbin because of 4 years or 8 years of P2B's personal interest. If how stupid and what will I call it? AD. Now, everything you could hear. This is the what you will say. Before any campaign or anything in Biafra land, go and free that man. That man cannot be in DSS. You are talking about election. Mobuni, the wise enough. The first step you could have taken as Okwuluora is go and free Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Tell people to go and free Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. That is what you could have done as a human being. Man, guess what? You are not educated. That is why your brain cannot think. You only study business admin and the public admin. But Okwuluora school, be well educated. You could have reasoned what is the everlasting solution, not premature or temporary solution. What you could have looked for is everlasting solution, which is referendum and the freedom of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Because I will deal with.
Let's see what's on our life. Itinye akwa gị niile n'ofu basket. Itinye some na fridge, tinye some na basket, tinye some na cupboard gị. Be wise. I am trying to get our people to avoid a calamity that is becoming visible. Please. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the greatest. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu saying na akwanyere onwe anyị ugwu. Mmadụ egbuzina nwanne ya. Obu na ịchọ ka Nigeria kewa is in order. When you come on your social media platform or you preach people, preach them disintegration. Stop attacking obedient people. Obedient people bụ ụmụnne gị mana fanwe a different opinion. Ha si na hala of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu mana ka ama na Peter Obi ọ ga-abụ president. Na ọ bụ na Peter Obi bụ president na Mazin Nnamdi Kanu ama nnọkọ na nga. Ife a bụ the opinion. And the argument is valid.
Now, at this point, unanuli okwuluora mana ka mgbazi Okwuluora otonama oba no akanji we bulu MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ one in Biafra land. Amputa ndoso okwu. Anyamala pampa okwu amalom ka eji eto okwu mmanu. I don't know how to pamper words. That is why I am different from others. And that is why whenever I want to do something, I don't seek advice or I do it the way it is. Now, Okwuluora, according to how you called yourself, how can Peter Obi, you vote for Peter Obi? Let us do the mathematics now. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter who wants a total disintegration of Nigeria and the total freedom of Biafran, the people of Biafran. He don't want to have anything to do with Nigerian government. That is Mazin Nnamdi Kanu stand. Now, Okwuluora, let us come. You want PVC and the P2B to become president now, and you don't want the Igbos P2B side to attack the Mazin Nnamdi Kanu side so that they will not cause calamity. Do you know that at this point you have already created a ground for the greatest and the highest calamity that can befall any nation or any group of people in the whole wide world? Let me educate you on this. Let's assume that P2B become the president. and enter Sorok and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will start doing? And on what condition will Peter Obi free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? At this point, you are trying to set a fight between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Peter Obi. When Peter Obi become president, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say he wants Biafra because Peter Obi presidential ambition cannot stop the freedom of Biafra. Now, Okwuluora, let me ask you, how can you now explain the fight between Peter Obi and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Now, Peter Obi will be ordering the military to clamp down on IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not take that from him. Okwuluora, I ask you, can you define the calamity that you now planned against the people of Biafra and against Igbos by the Igbos? Now, I believe you have something in your mind. I will insult him because he insulted IPOB by saying there is a faction in IPOB. And the IPOB member called him to correct that impression, but he ignored it. So for that, he deserves every insult. If he had listened to the man who called him and so, oh, I never knew, sorry for this, I will not insult him. But the moment he fall deaf here, that is when he sold himself out. IPOB don't have respect to anyone who doesn't respect him or herself. I ask you again, Okwuluora, can you tell Biafrans and the Igbos when Peter Obi become president and the free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on what condition? How will you explain the fight between the Peter Obi and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Now, in case you think Peter Obi is your own, that he cannot kill, I saw when you lied. You said that when somebody called you and said that Peter Obi in his interview said that he killed Biafrans and is going to kill it again. As obituary supporter you are. You did not watch the video, but he is supporting Peter Obi. When Peter Obi was Anambra State governor, he killed the members of Mazop and dumped their bodies in Ozu River. Have you forgotten? History will never forget. So when you don't know what to say, Okwuluora, I advise you to shut up. IPOB, you are still a kindergarten. You have not grown to speak about IPOB in your next life. It's only 1 week. You you see your wife in comment section. It's an IPOB name. It's an it's an IPOB name hook up. If you go come that is chenganya as in a chemo piano now. It's an enjoyment. Mputana social media. Put 4,000 euro and 1 million view here. I can naked recharge. I will get many views. Manifying maybe if more natural freedom. How can you be fighting for freedom and they say you are campaigning? You just displayed the highest level of idiocy, stupidity before the masses, and the ejuna abonyoku. Ejuna ababu na ababu onwe osi na ya na abanywoku. Kai play niente.
Funo onwunu na anya. Enwe ife ngwala unu. I might not directly campaign for Peter Obi to be president, but I will never stand on Peter Obi's way of becoming president. Peter Obi's emergence of popularity. Aburo makana Peter Obi bonyi Igbo. It is because Peter Obi is better than Atiku in articulation, in age, in goodwill. Peter Obi is better than Bola Ahmed Tinubu in age, in health, in reasoning.
No, at this point, Kaira put sentiment apart. When you talk about how do you rate people self, the only way Peter Obi is better than Tinubu is he is younger than Tinubu. But when you say about achievement, up in Lagos, Tinubu contributed 70% of why Lagos is moving, is one of the greatest cities in the whole West Africa, is among the handwork of Tinubu. Tinubu, when he was a governor, he used his connection to draw investment, and with the help of Oduduwa people, he gathered them and they make Lagos what it is today. Today, you cannot see any Tinubu investment in Igbo land. So when Peter Obi was Anambra State Governor, what did he achieve? Tinubu achieved a lot of things, 100 million times more than Tinubu, more than Peter Obi. Peter Obi, who claimed to be an economist graduate or who studied economy, is saving Anambra State money. Do you know what? Do you know that the highest foolish investment any man can make in his life is to save money instead of investing the money? Are you people aware of that? Can you compare Tinubu investment and the Tinubu achievement with Peter Obi? Tinubu ruled for 80 years. Peter Obi ruled for 80 years. Now do the contrast. Can you compare Hanabo? What did the Peter Obi do for Ndibo? How many people did Peter Obi build under his watch? Do you know that before Peter Obi become a governor in Anambra State, Innocent is already producing car? How many things? How did Peter Obi help Innocent to make it a state company? Did he do that? Did he even use his connection to make Innocent to become a Nigerian-made car? And you are speaking out of ignorance. In what capacity, apart from old age, that Tinubu is old? Don't say that Tinubu is old. I will agree. He's an ancestor. But say in terms of achievement, in terms of good governance, Tinubu beat Peter Obi hands down 1 million times. Ayana omu abu eziokwu bondo. Another me sentimental. Another me sentimental. Today, Peter Obi investment juru Abuja and Lagos. So see you when Telunda Anambra Ompa hero, making Anambra a drunkard people. And we are here talking trash. Peter Obi Bubu, I rather die in the hands of my enemy than dying in the hands of my brother, so that my children can revenge my death. That is why we tell you people, we are not interested in election.
We have seen the likes of Oyedepo. We've seen Paul Eneche. We've seen Apostle Suleiman. We've seen so many men of God. We've seen so many prominent people come to ask the people of Nigeria to find a way, somehow, to make Peter Obi the president of Nigeria. And I want to also tell our people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in prison because of us, not because of himself, not because of his parents. He sacrificed for this struggle, not because of his family, but because of the love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have for our people. Stay in your lane. That is the message. Noruna lane, okay? Esina na lane, okay? Na runya nwanne gu nwoke mo nwanne gu nwanyị aka n'anya. Somebody is at the comment section saying there will be no election in Biafra land. Take it to your platform. People like you are the problem. You are saying no election in Biafra land. We will never tolerate that. And even
for this idiot. Now, who are you to talk when men are talking? That is the IPOB thing sit at home. One idiot who follow Ogidi youth, a bullet AK-47 Maputan also. Today, where is him? Ekweneke made that guy made okwuluora. Banye no. Oku Biafra is not something you get in Muchaka Maputa Makanim with 2,000 followers. You will not see anyone today. Those idiots pump passion, so the youth leader at that time, where are they? Can they be fun? One let IPOB leadership. There will be no election in Biafra land. Then can you abo okwuluora ke wuyalia okwuluora any day the leadership of IPOB there will be no election. Okwuluora as long as see there just wuyalia me 1 minute program see there will be election. How can I Biafra land? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu let there be peace. Doesn't mean that now on your people got the kagi. Just inconsequential human being. Can only make us begaja. Okulu Muan, Iga China. Why didn't you make it there? The reason he make it in China is because he incapacitated. You are too dull to thinking. That is why you get obodo di China obodo ibo a blue empty-handed, not spending many years because he did reason. You are praising Mazin American. The question is you go Okulu Muan. What did the Mazin American stand for? Mazin American stand for Biafra restoration. Now, how can you be talking election when the person who you are praising, who you are so much cherished, is nowhere to be found, is in the hands of enemy, and the election is more important to you? Okulumuwa tonda gafugo gabali gidie. Chineke gabugo onu. All the kade say, "Imane gondi madu kiji elindi. You have no business of your own." All the kitchen imega rise. Ekwene ka IPOB tinyelo ganya. If IPOB buputelu go onodu, Iga high digide till the rest of your life. Iga high digide till the rest of your life. IPOB. We another chomado. We will dey our lane. Manichola anyidia. We will deal with you woto. Anyada agbazi egu social media. If I na agbazi na ambo, isi ni no na Biafra land ni ga-emenwe ebulubutele gi. Some of your followers in the fogi na anya gasi, you are just a noise maker. Yeah, this and that. Man address and the kagi make go noise. This is the same noise make you go hard to 6 feet. IPOB is a do or die movement. Before you join IPOB, two things involved. You have chosen that you will die at any time and you can be arrested at any time. All of them, a people not join IPOB. People not join IPOB. People who put a goal on can wear charge for your own good. And at the point, people who go, who go, many men, gallant men, Mazinam the kind of parents and go in a cocoa election. Ibonyala is big jebonya. Diruka Kempi, hate him rubbish, and they put in that one way go. What is eziokwu? One thing I ask you, Kefe, that man in a place, what have you done for you to free him? Kefe, people like you, what have you done? Oh my God.
Section now, let me impose something that there will be no election. Now, man, to be vote. Abo na forget block okay. That is what I'm going to do. Stay in your lane. Do not be a dictator. Do not be an authoritarian. Do not impose stupid authority on the people. How can you come to the comment section? In a election, who are you to give such authority? Mazem Nnamdi Kanu on the Federal High Court, Abuja, si unu restore peace. Osi mmadụ egwu na nwanne ya na afụfụ ọ na-atapụ ka ọ dịrị ndị Igbo mma. That you must maintain peace and order. And
now, Okwuluora, in that place, did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say go and vote or go and do election? Did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you to go and do anything that has to do with election? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said maintain peace. We should not kill one another. We should not kill innocent. But where you are going now, you are no longer innocent. I will see many of your foolish idiots telling you MAP you are too small. Yes, them too small. But remember, when the thing will start, when you will start dancing the surugede, will those in Canada, will they come for your help? When you will be taken, highest after that, the main noise 1 week in Kegaga. And then the person make a noise 1 week in Osobegi. IPOB, at this point, once you become a stumbling block and you turn it to a stepping stone. Many of you say he is making noise, he is nobody. When the time comes, will they be there for you? On Europe, on abroad. So full call. Emalona, on Europe, man, under 10 seconds, ihe niile ga-eme na Nigeria. If you okwe agbabagi, ekweneka comment section goes followers laugh wogi, because if they push you, IPOB will not pity you, and they will not pity any of your family member.
People, I don't want to be harsh today, but no matter Campo. When you push me to the wall, I'm going to say words I will not say on a normal day. Mazim Nnamdi Kanu say, you must maintain peace and order. You must be law abiding. There must be peace in Biafra land. There must be peace in Igbo land. If you don't like P2B, go to your lane. P2B people, obedient people, if you don't want those, or if you don't like the ideology of total disintegration, stay in your lane. Promote P2B. Those who talk in Nigeria, promote your plan and ideology.
Now, Majo, this thing, no here. How can we leave P2B when he was sent to distract what we are doing? P2B know 100% clear, no 100% where that he go nowhere. But he want to lure Ndibo to come and make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu look stupid before the whole world, and they are not thinking. If the reason that you go school, make sure you allow school to pass through you, and you pass through school. But many of you, all these are part time. These are their problem. Part time for the people. It's okay. Public admin or business administration. Now, call someone. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, let there be peace for the innocent one. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never instructed IPOB to allow any saboteur to go in peace. Because even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was with us, he said, anywhere you see a Bubago, bring them down. And anywhere you see saboteur, bring them down. So when you think, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you're a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what do you know about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What do you know about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu people? Do you know how IPOB sustain this very movement up to this level? Do you know? I advise you for 8 hours, tender public apology, and you stay away with anything that has to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB in general entirely. If not, onu guy, cho ebelieti, ebepute gile, nyege nando yeta. Itacha nye daizi. Inu ai ebaboso, imakwedi ke tinye pin ke je tinye po.
Obo na na comment section, si no onye 12 votes, igbuo ya. I will do justice by blocking you. If I na gunu tata, obo na ye meria by December, I go enwe another one na Igbo. Ke ndi ga anu ogu a, ndi choro nkewa na ndi na support to Peter Obi. I've taken my time to study this scenario, this plan, this circumstance, and the possible outcome. That is why inje timbo no tutu akande buy water. Onwe onye choro igba PVC, Peter Obi is obedient and useful. Why PVC gi? Obu ni choka Nigeria kewa, promote your ideology. All you need to do is to call us on phone 090-1734-2796. Egwa mi ifa ge make enwete Biafra before next year. You know.
Now, ndị na-asị gị na this man ga school. Onye akita ga school. Egwa mi ife ge make enwete Biafra before next year. Automatically with this statement, Ogosi no anya will pure stark illiterate. Gini ka digi ki ge me kita from now to December when enwete Biafra. That is, you are an adult thinking like a kindergarten. So na Nigeria kege be man is so English as if he's educated. So na Africa kege be na English as onye agugbo onwe ya na akwụkwọ. Chai, if onye agụ na akwụkwọ tu ekeye. Chai. If you do English on asu, well educated. They are no Europe. England and France no na. France analyze English, had no English. Spain, unu na-eti mkpu ha na England nwee bandịrị ha da asụ English, Italo anaghị asụ English. Italo da asụ English. And I do also after what you think Nigerian media will say about us. And I do after. If you make yourself a stumbling block, if no one is saboteur, IPOB ga-ebupụ gị n'ụzọ. Mgbe I preach peace have come and gone. And you need your peace now. And you need your biko. Even during the time of Israel, on nwere ebe ndị Israel Chineke kpọgidere Israel o mee gịnị owere agwọ gbuo ha gbubonata ha. So ịchọ ka isoro na ndị ga-egbubonata egbubonata gị. One-on-one reason okwuluora cannot stand me for 30 minutes. Or ebet him here. Each one drop a link represent ya come na phone. Can join your 5 questions on amonu jiji. On well any educated person gonna key on ako. You know katifo na saru na fo. Can reason if they are saying, oh, why are you not married? At what age can work with him? No why? Is that reasoning? Or he is sick, we need account. Ibonyala. No idiot, you are just an envy. In terms of money and equipment and wealth, Akamo okwuluora by 1 million times. In terms of money and achievement, Akamo okwuluora by 1 million times. So what will I jealous about? If your stupidity, onye no na Nigeria na yego, Kamua, MAP, jealousy. Jealous of his hardship or jealous of his failure in China? Can you not jealous about him? Or he is begging to survive? Is that what I jealous? One name check my background before put on social media. Or you have no but many of you into a narcissist fit because unu na social media or ebonyo na about puto kawanko yeri. And many of you will push this young man. Many of you will push this man to his early grave. And that time, he say, oh, what a good man, what an innocent man. But now you people are pushing him to his early grave. All of you are pushing him. But when he go there, if he cannot use an ordinary akonuche, let him continue. It's an IPO in a hook up a program. Now get on wherever you naga.
Mazin Nambekano is a person who loves to argue and is going to beat you with a superior argument. All yes, I'm asking is simple and it's clear. Oburu ni ichoka Nigeria kewa abiazin online na ako ndi demo obedient to ono akozina ha ono. Obu na ina emi fe na abofu oge odiro wrong. Icho itinye akwa gidi ina ofu basket. There is a call from Sweden.
These are the people in Asim Nonya we reason, Nonya in terms of reasoning. No wherever she has raga. Now, or is telling you here that IPOB is like a political party, APC and PDP. Or you be campaigning for Tinubu, I will be campaigning for this thing. If you are Nonya reasoning, now tell me, how is this man reasoning? Michael Woma, one more comment from you, I will block you. I don't entertain idiots in this my platform. This platform is not for hookup. It's me a hookup. Platform, maybe a hookup. This is IPOB platform. Biafra unit and if you don't take yourself out, I will block you with immediate effect, with immediate alacrity. And all of me here pamper West, and well any single respect to any idiot. MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ one in Biafra land. Ngwagi. Onye zuzu anya adanya fam. You are hereby blocked. It's an enemy one here. Look at this inconsequential imbecile. We are here to tell you the truth. Continue pushing okwuluora until he die. When he die, he will not come and cry. Mbaz, ajuzi hafa. When he is trying to Gaju dele ke can do now. This is how Udele started. This is how Udele started. When you want to campaign, you campaign alone. Let me tell you, if this idiot no here na okwuluora with Nkozo Nachaka or Kukomanu Banza and Ugo Baby and Skibo, if for these three people, watch out. These three people, Facebook go tinye hana now problem hamama. Let them continue. Peter Obi don't recognize you. All of you know there. He will not they give shishi. Not they give shishi. Why Peter Obi is many people are catching out from Peter Obi and they think we anyewala. Many people are cashing out. Peter Obi are in shishi na. Each and under an campaign na wada akuhogo. Oh, Zaria. Negative. Onye put up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu n'ọnụ. Chibuzo Chukwuemeka okwuluora na ngwaria one more video like this. One more video like this or lost one of Biafra land. Call to here and they do a couple of million on way. One more video about IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like this or lost one of Biafra land. Then on Louisiana Biafra land can for the idiot Ngaba Pota or Chizie there. Peter Obi Ziena, then not the ready one Peter Obi. So don't think that IPOB in a million hiding. If you want to know the strategies of IPOB, come to IPOB. Or will any person in the intelligence in Gapota why his strategies in public? Or will any person in Gapota why strategies on they use in public? In my meaning of strategy, what is strategy? He is asking about strategy. What is strategy? Strategy is your plan. What you are about to do, not what you have done. He wants to drive your strategy and sell it to Nigerian government. And many of you are telling, he is asking simple question. That is a question that is coming from saboteur. A question that comes from saboteur. The only person that kind of question, boom, only representing Nigerian government. What is your strategy? Strategy. Now, IPOB now, leadership, their strategies. What they are doing or what they are about to do. And he educated. Now, what is Peter Obi's strategy against Tinubu?
Caller from Sweden, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, thank you very much. Go ahead.
Okwuluora Rodrigo.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, let me pause it. There's a comment here. Osinafiabu Torres Sandeep. Now you said, my dear MAP, this young man Okwuluora asked a simple question, right? And what should we do to get Biafra from now till December? You can't even give a reasonable answer, and you are here saying threatening words. It sounds stupid. Now, first of all, I will answer your question before I return the insult on you, because first of all, you have degraded yourself with the insult to show how stupid your family is. Now, what we should do to get Biafra, in case he is asking, take this to him, is him, Okwuluora, him, Peter Obi, with the rest of you, should call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. All of you should go and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Since you are a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you are a follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what you should do now is to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out and not election. Now, Torres, I believe your brain is now working. What you should do, as you say you are a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the greatest man in Igbo land, and he is in the hands of DSS for more than 1 year. You have not done anything to free him, rather than coming for election. What you, Peter Obi, Okwuluora, and you, Torres, Nkapia, what all of you should do is to go and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And since there is a people telling you that they need Biafra, and there are some people telling you they need presidency, what you people need to do, tell Peter Obi, since people are not in good terms with you, conduct for referendum, Go for referendum. Let us see the people who want Nigeria and the people who want Biafra. That is referendum. That is what you should do. So I challenge you, you that is commenting, a very idiotic amoeba like you, a shapeless organism without shame without no shame, a lifeless, lifeless riffraff like you, telling me sound stupid. Let me tell you, IPOB are educated. And I question also, or no, bring any question, throw it, I will give you answer. Now the two answer is, what should we do to get Biafra? What you should do is to stop election and go for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Once you free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believe you me, Biafra will come. I want him to preach the way he's standing here. Let him preach the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his platform. Have he, okwuluora, preach about freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have he, okwuluora, call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release? The question I want to ask you people again, those of you campaigning for P2B, what have you people done to free that person you people are calling your leader, you person you respect? What have you people done to free him? Now, if somebody now tell you there will be no election for his leader to come, it is because the person loves Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ajalam here, he address profile picture. You are ashamed of yourself. That is why you cannot even put yourself as on a profile picture. In our form here, if and the Obo and now Abu Okwuluora got school. No, my forma. Okay, that a freedom is not a something you can just come. Obuli bana. That ebe buteli igwe asigi ngwako ngagi kongwa ipe malonya ngwa wala nagi gaba. Have you asked yourself who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and what purpose do they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? P2B and the rest of Igbo politicians plan to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of this very election. I tell me go into that.
This is my first time in Thank God.
The kind of people now.
You can make
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, I don't want to Basara P2B na Nnamdi Kanu. And when I P2B to Nnamdi Kanu. And you are against P2B. Rather, I'm going to make interview. How do you get me IPOP? Back up, see. Biafra before.
Brother, do you have that interview on Amado Sege? Can you send me a clip of that interview? Send the alum that interview in a WhatsApp now. Let me watch it. I chọrọ me if P2B si na obugondi Biafra na oge ebu ọzọ. Obu na P2B kwuru, then I will state my position until I see a video of P2B saying that no Burundi Biafra no gebu hozo. Muwabo okwuluora afubelia until I see that.
I'm sure even it's your time they put a match on you.
Please don't worry. Send me the video on WhatsApp. Send me the video. Let me watch. Indian video kita may play that video konya obonafo. Kamara ebe P2B so gebu ndi Biafra no. Send me the video. If such a video is existing, please send me that video immediately.
Now, for that video, I don't think I still have it here. The guy sent him that video. Actually, they got the video. Come here, but it is quite unfortunate that I'm waiting the video. Just a minute. Now I got the video. Ebe Mel interview, P2B interview. Or that I dealt with them when I was Anambra State Governor. P2B said it. Now you are campaigning for somebody and you are not following the person. You are campaigning for somebody, the same P2B who killed Biafran, and he boasted with it. And this man, Biafra Freedom, please, can you send it to me? If you have my number, please, I beg of you. Send it to me so that I will play it to this Okulumu. Let me drop my number here so that they will see it. And you will see some people, before you are following people, you don't follow them to know the activities. Let me put it here. Just send it to me so that I'll play it to this man. These are the problem we are having in Igbo land. People like this. The number is plus 39 35 12 95 77 52. You will see it on the screen. It's right there right now. The number is there on the screen. Now, the same way you are talking about Peter Obi now, and you are the one who is here telling us that Peter Obi is better than Atiku and this. How did you now investigate and how do you come in a conclusion? You did not. You agree. You see that IPOB, some of IPOB is attacking Peter Obi followers, but you never ask why and what caused it. You never ask. And you just jump out and you say you're educated. What type of educated are you? What type of education do you got? And they said, yes, Peter Obi said he will negotiate with Igbo and deal with IPOB. And he said that he dealt with them before when he was Anambra State Governor. And that was under Masop. And this man is here talking trash. You tell Chenai hook up here. Nene Mife hook up.
Because I'm like evidence. Peter Obi Burundi Biafra caller from India. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, one them go ahead.
Just a minute.
Let me play it.
And in my own opinion. But na Mazin Nam de Canovo only on Lupita Yazo Chitalan online, Mana Ferra, Mana State, Manebo open up on Aguagani Rugi. Ivan open in a watch and one up given Oyanambra State to Cambo, Pito be Boyabo, Oyanambra State to Cobo. And the Pito be an edge, which fellow Munia Matanivo on a Gano Chitalan. Emma, in like unable Madon or Barrow, more than 100 people last month.
Okay.
On where them bossy Peter be doing put on a Twitter account at least say now condemn or not support.
Brother, I don't know if you understand my point.
Wait. Listen, this guy is trying to draw the attention of this okwuluora to the massacre of massacre of Biafra take place in Obaru local government of Anambra State. And out of hypocrisy, this man is munye respect or call to buy the guy off. Peter Obi Nachibu, president of a whole nation, cannot condemn a killing from his own state. Then Keko Geju a president. Let me play the voice. In case before I continue, let me play the voice. Listen. Now listen to the question.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Obi. Yes, I'm one of the concerned northerners. I came from North, and we have a question, and I'm very happy that my phone went through this morning. Yes, our concern is that Peter Obi, what we are late, and I want you to just clarify something for us that you have never in one time condemned the activity of IPOB.
Do you hear that question? The caller is from the north, and they ask Peter Obi, you have never in your life condemned the activities of IPOB, not Isonibo, not Mazop. The guy was specific. Now his question, and these obituary followers say that they have not come across this video. Now tell me, what have you come across? You know the question. Now let us hear the response.
I'm so sorry if you are even speaking like you are trying to, justify their activities. So I just want you to come out and categorically tell us your position on IPOB.
Whoever tells you that is not the...
Do you hear that? Whoever tell you that is not telling you the truth. He start with that. The guy said that, ask him that you are not condemning the activities of IPOB, and whenever you want to talk, you are justifying it. And he responded, say, whoever tell you that is not telling you the truth. I believe okwuluora will listen to this one, and now I will send it to him. I'll find his number and will send it to him. And all no place here, thunder about one yimi.
Always say this, and I maintain that. One is that I've watched killings in the East and everything, and you cannot kill or do wrong things because you agitate. It is wrong, it's criminal.
Do you hear that? He is now telling the guy that you cannot kill. The question now, is IPOB killing? Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu killing? Okwuluora, did you hear the response of the person you want him to become a president of Umanuman? Do you hear the response? Now listen,
on any form of, you cannot say you are agitating and you're killing people. It is unacceptable. It is not acceptable. If you want to do what I'm saying, that when people talk about agitation, it is a different thing. We can deal with all those things by dialogue. Today, Peter is president. I can tell you, our dialogue with all agitators.
They're listening.
This is the normal thing, the normal society, the democratic society. But I will not discuss with criminals. If you kill or kidnap or make people, we will deal with you decisively. And I've done it in Anambra.
I have done it in Anambra.
Needs to be dialogue, and that needs to be dealt with. Go and check it. The Anambra State. When I came kidnapping, everything was everywhere, and I dealt with it head on.
Did you hear that? He have done it in Anambra when he was a governor, and like Hope Uzodinma is doing in Imo State now. If Hope Uzodinma, after he kill Imo youth finish, he want to become president tomorrow, he will tell you he dialogue with the people he want to dialogue, and that with criminals and kidnapping. The same way Hope Uzodinma kill 14 Igbo youth and say that they are criminal. This man is now telling you that the Mazop member he killed in Anambra and they put their dead bodies in Ezu River is non-criminal and kidnapping. And he telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB and a killer and a kidnapper. The man that asked simple question. He asked simple question. Why are you not condemning IPOB? He said that he is condemning IPOB. Okay, he defended his question by telling you what he did. You see your life? May that kind of defend, may that thing that to Peter Obi, if the people Peter Obi killed in Anambra are agitators, let that killing happen in your family. Prince Kennedy, I am telling you this. That is how it rolls. Now, MHCM Hope Uzodinma did not kill Imo State. He killed kidnappers. You hear it? Can we please see the video from beginning to the end?
Good morning. I'm greeting Mr. Obi. Yes, I'm one of the concerned northerners. I came from North, and we have a question, and I'm very happy that my call went through this morning. Yes, our concern is that, Peter Obi, when we are late, and I want you to just clarify something for us, that you have never in one time condemned the activity of IPOB. You have never condemned them. And sometimes if you are even speaking like you are trying to, justify their activities. So I just want you to come out and categorically tell us your position on IPOB.
Whoever tells you that is not playing. And what I've always said is this, and I maintain that. One is that I've watched killings in the East and everything, and you cannot kill or do wrong things because you agitate. It is wrong, it's criminal. Any day, anytime I condemn it. On any form of, you cannot say you agitating and you're killing people. It is unacceptable. It is not acceptable. If you want to do what I'm saying, that when people talk about agitation, it is a different thing. We can deal with all those things by dialogue. Today, Peter is president. I can tell you, our dialogue with all agitators. This is the normal thing in the normal society, the democratic society. But I will not discuss with criminals. If you kill or kidnap or make people, we will deal with you decisively. And authority in Anambra, they come on. I dialogue with those who needs to be dialogued, and I dealt with those who needs to be dealt with. Go and check it. The Anambra State. When I came kidnapping, everything was everywhere, and I dealt with it head on. That's how it is done. You don't go and mix, say, a Sunday who's talking about agitation. You can call him.
Do you hear that? You don't go and mix Sunday Igboho, who is talking about agitation, with others. Who are the others? IPOB, Okwuluora. Do you hear that ending? Umuazi Okwuluora and Okwulumuwai. Do you hear that ending? You cannot go and mix Sunday Igboho, who is agitating. Remember, the question was, why are you not condemning IPOB? And when he want to give an example of agitator that he will negotiate with, he mentioned Sunday Igboho. And when he want to talk IPOB, he say criminal people that is kidnapping. And he say he dealt with them in Anambra State. Now, those of you who are supporting this man, those of you who are still in support of P2B, now, can you tell me who is he referring as criminal and who are the people? Can you? Now, mad people everywhere. I'll give Okwuluora 48 hours. I will still remind him case or what an ECBC Boncha. Now, tender public apology for the insult on IPOB. Let's go.
Abụ nwa Nnamdi Kanu. Na na-eme ife anyị furu na-emebi due to inspiration Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nye m. Ife na-ekwu bụ ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ka na ị nọ of the opinion that Nigeria will not work, Peter Obi cannot be president, no Biafra ka ị chọọ. Be preaching Biafra, rapụ ndị obedient ka fa mebe nke fa. Ka anyị rapụ ị na-akọ onwe anyị ọnụ na-anụ ọgụ. The event na-agwa gị na will cause, ọ ga-cause physical confrontation soon. Rapụnụ ndị obedient mebe Biafra. Mụnwa bụ onye Biafra. Achọrọ m ka anyị na-akọ ọnụ ka a na-enwe argument ọ ife m achọrọ.
Onye ọbụla akpọrọ onwe obedient mbọchị IPOB ga-asị na ha achọghị match. Onye ahụ pụtazie ka awolisie match ya. Anya da yomadu biko, you cannot be campaigning and be talking election in a region where they are talking about freedom. Onye ọbụla achọrọ be obedient. Let the person just take his bag and baggages. Go to the north. Be obedient there. You can campaign in Yoruba land, campaign in the north. If we Biafra land, when the time comes, you cannot do that. We cannot contain such miscreant in Biafra land. IPOB is a freedom fight movement, and they are trying to liberate the Biafran land. So, in as much as you are in Biafra land, you have no choice than to obey. We are not practicing democracy. Tell Okwulumuwai, IPOB is not practicing democracy. This is a freedom fighting movement. The what Okwulumuwai need to be praying is this. Always pray that the leadership of IPOB will not come on Radio Biafra to announce there will be no election. How many announce? I challenge the person who got now. Wanza ya potazi nyabia kuchuzo. Kama wive diche Facebook na grand.
No wahala. Even when na ndị obedient ya bụ Peter Kanaji na ọwọta ihe na-eme na dị Nigeria. Mana ebelieve m na agbachi ha nkịtị na obele oge na ihe ha na-achọ na anya ha ya atụtụ anya ndị nwa na oge. Leave them brother. Ọ na-adị mma isi mmadụ ya eje na oje fail or nata. Leave them. If they go and fail, they come back. Ife ma achọrọ bụ ka anyị na-akọ ọnụ anyị bụ ụmụnne. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ na kọọtụ kwuo na ọ chọọ ka udo dị n'ala Igbo.
He said, leave them. If they go and fail, they come back. Then we will start afresh. If let's signal gas school.
Nebo no na ta fu ko dira yi ma. All the way them embarrassing nigga.
Yeah, now, imana people know how to hijack. And when go to be no money get show that way right there.
Biafra bia. I'm
now 1 hour 50 minutes of this program. Actually,
where do we go?
I'm not his follower, and I'm not
Grand. A lot of them are not calling. There are calls from women as well. Let's go to this local call as well. Caller on the phone. Good morning.
Yeah, okwuluora.
Good morning. One nebe is
let me check if this place.
It's Moscow.
Oslo, Austria.
Oscar from Graz.
From Graz, Austria. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I have a caller here.
One day because eventually this is your topic. So
Ndewo Mazi. Ndewo.
This is Dr. Donald Ndewo.
Ndewo Mazi.
Am I allowed to say something?
Go ahead.
Why is it that we cannot work under one umbrella? Why do we have people who always turn around and sabotage and kick against an existing policy or agenda that we are focusing on? This okwuluora, what is the necessity for his broadcast? What is the need for his broadcast? Only to be heard? He shares most of us. He shares most of eziokwu, a lot of people. Because this man, of course, now to IQB member, or now photo here on a photo now, saying all these kind of things. Why should an Igbo man, he may anything but P2P, obedience? P2P and the issues only can okay. Only man or on our buying Niagara, I'm going to have a Cambridge and all those things. Is P2P normal? Is he okay? Is he sane? Issues equally okay? Or the complexity of the political situation in that country, in that zoo, is it alien to those facts, such as KDC, Obundi Fulani, onye na-agụ the vote, Obundi Fulani, onye ga ndị position nwere opportunity win the election, Obundi Fulani, ndị ka produce PDC, Obundi Fulani, ndị ka agree, Obundi Fulani. What chance? You broke down the mathematical aspect of it, the practicality of that case jump 2023 election. 51 million for the North, just May 11 million for the South. What chance, what magic wand will B2B wave to win that election? Is it in a dreamland? Or when you go to the election, only get near the offer, the Fulanis will sabotage it. They will they use the power of the pen and rewrite election results. So at the end of the day, there is no way they can win, he can win, or create any impact in the political situation in that country. So why is it that the people issues okay, we cannot speak with one voice? This okwuluora is a complete madman.
It's a moron.
To be honest with you, what is the reason for him coming out to make that nonsensical broadcast?
My problem with him bụ na program ọ na-eme bụ hookup ka ọ na-eme. Onye chọba dị ọchọba okwuluora, onye chọba nwaanyị ọchọba okwuluora, ọgwụkwa na onwe atanso mee ihe enyemaka. Amalụ m ihe prompt ya o ji rapụ odozu ihe ahụ ọ na-eme. Chọbazi IPOB to treat because onye chọọ ịdị popular or chọba IPOB, ọ ga-adị very popular very soon.
Let me see somebody like him, a situation where some Israelites were not able to see the promised land. This is one of the reasons. Almost there were anti-project at the region of Canaan land, and they eventually did not see Canaan land. some of them died along the way. Things happen. You understand? I think that is what is going to happen. Since we cannot speak with one voice, I'm sure that by the time Biafra gets restored, most of these non-entities, most of these lunatics would have disappeared from the surface of the earth, because I don't see them. I don't see somebody with such mentality. I mean, enter Biafra without. I don't see it. I can't imagine. Ana Ado Odo Aga North. Only Odo Ado Aga South. The Odo are they more a unified uniform direction? No.
Oh, yeah.
We will be static. Why can't these people have common sense? Why should we be okay? If you only promote now, so that is imagine that they can promote to go stay for 10 years at the end of the day. So all we have for we call it something. Is that what he's trying to protect? I mean, I don't know, but I don't blame him. You know who I blame? I blame Peter Obi, a man who claimed to be learned, who claimed to have attended Harvard, Cambridge, and Princeton University, or whatever university he attended here in the US. And at the same time, went to 10 Downing Street. I promise the year was 2027, because that is the only thing. And of course, Peter Obi is anti-Biafra, anti-Igbo, for that matter. So, what's the right? What's getting the thought that he win election in that country? Why did he even come out in the first place? Why? So he's trying to overthrow the British, who are our eternal enemy, and the Fulani are our eternal enemy, and in conjunction with Obasanjo, they are trying to use Peter Obi to confuse Biafra and disorganize Biafra project. It's not going to happen. We have to campaign harder to make our people realize that this is a main part of our eternal enemies like Britain and Fulani and Obasanjo and the rest of these groups of people who are trying to tie us down and make us not have our lands restored. You see, we have to educate our people as quickly as possible. There is no other project for P2BG now to win that presidency other than to destroy Biafra and destroy the agitation of Biafra. So let us thank you for your good work. You are doing a very good job to open the eyes of our people. We can realize that there is more to it than what you are saying. These people are just criminals. They just want to distort this movement, this massive activity movement in Biafra land. But they will fail.
He said,
thank you for giving me the time.
Please just give me viewers, give me a minute before we open the line. There is a place I want to play before we open the line for calls. Please just give me a minute.
The fact is that for me, that's my own opinion. But one like maybe we use 8 years compared to my freedom. That is for sure. And again, after 8 years, P2B in Anambra State, what happened next? What happened? Okay. They are not better. Mess everything up. On America now, I got party with Winnie, lady white and white. Now I'm campaign in America.
So, brother, so you think we should consider freedom over making P2B president?
No, freedom is
okay. What do we do now to get Mazen Nandekano released and get freedom as well?
Okay, that's what I'm telling you. No, we should focus. No, we should focus to release our leader, Mazen Nandekano, and even this 52 faceless group from Northerners. They put this nonsense. I could see, come in contact with them, address them.
Brother, I know I don't know about others, but me, I focused on Mazen Nandekano. But what I'm saying, what do we do now to get him out and also get freedom? I want something.
You see why I have problem with him? The guy answered him and said we should focus on bringing Mazen Nandekano. And what else do you want him to answer you? We should focus, or do you want the man to tell you the strategies of IPOB? Is that what you are asking? Bring Mazen Nandekano out before the election. That is what the guy answered you. This is where I have problem with this man.
Listen. Something visible.
Okay.
Abraham a wishful thinker.
Okay. Listen, brother. Get month of, you know. This is the fact, and now, first of all, UN, the whole world has spoken in one voice. The whole world has spoken in one voice through UN. You know? Then now, what we should do now? Well, we are talking about. There's no. First of all, there's no fashion in IPOB.
Exactly.
IPOB under the leadership
Mana brother, went also,
now, Ganoti, Makandi National Napa, the idiot, an IPOB member, IPOB member called him and corrected him because he, Okwuluora, is not an IPOB member. And the guy corrected him and said that there is no function in IPOB. First of all, he corrected him. He that is not a member is now arguing. Let us pay attention to where I asked him to tender apology. Or if he came in.
Don't tell me there is no faction. If you want to, each of he who comes, listen first. No, wait, brother. Wait, I cannot. You listen to me.
This is where to unana for somebody. He is not an IPOB member. He know nothing about IPOB, and he is now trying to tell IPOB member. He is now trying to tell IPOB member how IPOB is functioning. He is not trying now to tell IPOB member who is IPOB. Listen.
No, listen to me. We are having conversation.
Okay.
Onye na-abịa for equity aka ya na-adị ọcha. Isim na enwero nkewa na ndị a na-ekwu ndị enwero team ma na ị da-agwa ya eziokwu. Enwe Simon autopilot, enwe DOS. Ndị a nwere followers, ndị a nwere followers. A na-ọkwa post to picture nwaanyị gba ọtọ. Ya onye post to picture nwaanyị gba ọtọ. Ị na-asị m
now kunu ju afu e post nwaanyị picture nwaanyị gba ọtọ ọkwa sị na ya bụ Okwuluora na ya na-ekwu eziokwu. At this point, ọ na ọmalozi ndị post nwaanyị gba ọtọ. Ọ na ọmalo na onye post nwaanyị gba ọtọ is not a freedom fighter. Ọ malo na onye post nwaanyị gba ọtọ is Gumi of Idu. Is a criminal. So I'm not saying not gas school and the malleable impersonation. Onye as not gas school. If we the place in the mabija illiterate, because mbaho asigina and when they not try impersonate IPOB in my faction. Let me explain this thing. In a faction, you have two leaders. IPOB have one leader. And any other person telling you is an IPOB and is ask the person who is your leader. And I ask Okwuluora, have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is a leader of IPOB, ever mentioned that he is a leader of autopilot? And the guy who is an intelligent as any other person is trying to correct this imbecile and is now making noise. Even tell that he's now aka picture bottle. Why not Shirona Simon aka Gumi of Idu shared Nelly Spekus? IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never share a nude picture. That is an evidence. Now IPOB and faction. And he who said that he that goes to equity comes with a killing hand cannot even just deliver a simple truth by saying it the way it is. By saying okay, now this group shall nude wine. Or name group shall nude wine, and you say you are a son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are a freedom fighter, you are a follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see how you now cover the truth to disgrace yourself. This is a point you sold yourself. Can you listen here to the end?
Okay, but Genti now Okwuluora Genti. Again in this BFF freedom struggle, anywhere Masop, anywhere BSG, anywhere another Zionist, maka freedom of Biafra. Simon with its own people. Yes, but it's not an IPOB. Under this of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I don't keep divided that thing. I don't be Simon with IPOB leadership under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even I didn't make him out. This is the truth. This is truth. And you know who only post one in water. In my own post one in water. All Simon post one in water. This is the truth.
Brother, how do we, what is doable now? Can you fight game, man? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put up before election. Now you
people now see how hypocritic this man is. If you could display his hypocrisy here, he keep on showcasing that he knows nothing about truth. Now, after the guy now lecture him and say that in Biafra movement, I were Biafran and Zionist movement, I were that is a BZM, and were Biafra independent movement, BIM, and were Mazop, and were IPOB, and were Biafra Nation Guide, and were Biafra Nation League. Why that no Okwuluora all these are factions? If we ever people in that Okwuluora Gallo school, because Okwuluora is a different group and faction. When you say you have faction, meaning that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the leader of the other faction, then Okwuluora, who is the leader? At that point, you don't have faction. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB, and he has no competitor. And after IPOB, anything autopilot IPOB, those are what we call impersonation. Those that are impersonating, and you know the implication of impersonation. So when you display your idiotic character, you should be ashamed of yourself. You don't jump into an issue that you are ignorant of to display your ignorance. This is what is killing Okwuluora. Ocheno IPOB and me hook up. Now wow, greetings, Mwada Njideka.
Hello.
Ndewo Mwada Njideka. Ganiru.
You want me to start talking now? How are you?
As you can see, I am cool. This man, me on holiday for actually maybe online. I know boom holiday. Actually, not in next 2 weeks before I'm on air. Man, I get them this nonsense in Simba. I have to break my record and come back.
Oh dear. Okwuluora, why don't you concentrate on your sickness and all this stuff? Why involving yourself in this mess? You know, this is the problem with our people. When they think they have arrived, this is the problem of our people, because we were there when this Okwuluora started, when he came back from China,
empty-handed,
when he was asking for money for contribution, for fuel, for everything, for the insulin and the treatment and everything in Enugu to help him in treatment. Now, when he thinks he has arrived or whatever he thinks he is, he started comparing P2P with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Imagine.
And when he's talking about equity, when you are coming to equity, you come with a clean hand. You can see Okwuluora, you don't come with a clean hand. Because when you look at everything you are doing, you are just like defending everything about negative parts that we implicate the IPOB people. That is what you are trying to do. And at the same time, you are presenting yourself as a type of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and which you are not. So if you want to tell yourself truth, you will know you seriously support P2B and you support anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because if you look at it in a right form, if you don't know who shared the news, to the extent of you involving IPOB in the news sharing of a woman, which you know that IPOB doesn't know anything about it, and the leadership or whatever, but no responsible IPOB shared the news of that woman. And you are on social media. It's not that you're not on social media. You're on social media. You know what is going on. You know the starting point of everything. And you are trying to involve or include IPOP in the sharing of the news. Can't you see that they didn't come with a clean hand? You never come with a clean hand.
Don't pretend this is a share picture.
Yeah, he comes with photo hand. Because now somebody is still telling you, even I remember that one of the IPOP, somebody that's not even IPOP, call you that he's one of the people that follow Nnamdi Kanu, but he's Benin or TON. And it will start like trying to tell him, trying to convince him that that's a fashion, which you know that it's not a fashion. You just want to input anything that is like negative to IPOP. And you say you're a follower of Mazi Nnamdi. That is the problem we are having. We are having with people. When you want to do something, come with whatever you believe in. The leadership hasn't talked about anything about people. Then you people continue trying to poke IPOB into this matter. And the IPOB that are not interested, who vote who? They are not interested in P2P. They don't want to involve themselves. Why will you start comparing Mazen Nande Kanu with P2P?
Imagine the insult. Imagine the insult.
The new pathway, one time like that, are you done? Is it now you're done? You to Mazen Nande Kanu to campaign for election. And he came and apologized because I feel we aren't happy about using the name of Mazen Nande Kanu. You can contend, like as you said, you have right to believe on whatever you believe and support whoever you support. They don't pay Peter to pay for. Don't take intelligence of people as if we are stupid. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you don't use people to make us look stupid, whereas we know that we're not stupid. You have right to believe. If you want to vote for people to be like as you are now, you're supposed to like come out openly and say you are supporting P2B. Nobody is going to force you or involve themselves. But you can see in any IPOB platform, you will see these P2B people, they will still come. Have you gotten your PVC? If you believe in voting for Nigeria, you vote for Nigeria. IPOB leadership has not involved themselves in anything concerning Nigeria because we are not interested. We are total integration in the integration from Nigeria.
My sister, are you still there? I think her network is causing a problem.
But it's not going to work in any form. So we never believe in one Nigeria. So you okwuluora, if you believe in one Nigeria, you go ahead in one Nigeria, but you don't have to integrate IPOB in playing, being a smart, which you know you are not smart. Why can't you continue with whatever you are doing? Because I remember when you started by whatever, begging money because you were ill, according to you. So you came down from China. So from there, maybe you started helping people based on whatever you of Nigeria.
No, my sister, let me correct that area. He is not helping people. What he is doing when you are sick, sorry, I will not use it. When somebody is sick and they contacted him, he will raise fund for the person and collect percentage. So he is feeding himself because of the condition of Nigeria, and that is why he wants P2B to continue. Because if Biafra is restored today, people like Okwuluora will not be, they will lost, they will vanish. Because he is feeding through the sick people by collecting percentage. Anyone that is sick, he raises money, he collects his own percentage. That is how he eats. He don't have any shop, he don't have any business. And all the travel he is making people, he begs people for tickets. And somebody say, me, MAP, eziokwu, he is jealous of a beggar. Now, wow.
Nobody's putting eye in whatever you're doing. Our problem now, why are you comparing Mazen Nande Kanu with P2B? If you want to campaign for P2B, as you said, you don't cross at anybody's leg. You people are the one causing this problem because we never cross like as I am. I haven't told anybody, oh, don't get PVC or to get PVC, whatever that is going on. That is your fucking business. It's none of my business because I'm not interested in Nigeria. That can never be interested in Nigeria. And none of you that is even supporting P2B has asked P2B, why did you come to United Kingdom at number 10 Downing Street? And why did you come here at 10 Downing Street and you changed from PDP and become to Labour Party?
Orphanage Party.
We are not interested. Anyway, we are not interested. What we are interested is how is Mazen Nande Kanu going to come out and how are we going to get Biafra? That is what we are interested in. You people continue poking us. It's just like you are poking us. You are poking us. You want the leadership to say something. And now you are asking people, how did they get Biafra before December?
Imagine a kindergarten question.
Can you see that you are not being fair? So when you are receiving insults, you are receiving, which you are entitled to, because you are entitled to all these insults that being given to you because you are crafted it. You're supposed to focus on whatever you are doing, which is none of our business. So you do whatever you want to do in your own way, which you are not interested. That you this Mazen Nande Kanu, you never asked, he even P2B. Now people are asking you, telling you about P2B. You are saying, when did he say it? Send this thing for me. But you on Facebook, you on your you say you are intelligent. You follow everything.
He only saw naked picture, but he don't see who he is campaigning for.
You can see you are not fair. You people are the one causing all this problem. At the end of the day, you continue. You're just trying to look at what IPOB will say. This is how these people.
My sister, please round up because I have a lot of calls coming in.
You have started as Martin because the Martin and the canon now is like a brand. When you make mention of Martin and the canon, you climb quickly. So please, okwuluora, whatever you call yourself, we need apology because you don't have any right to compare P2B with Martin and the canon. You don't have any right whatever. You have right to campaign whoever you want to campaign for. Nobody is stopping you. You have right to vote whoever you want to vote for. Nobody is stopping you. You have right to do whatever you want to do. Nobody is stopping you. But you don't have right to involve IPOB in what does not concern them. So, Mark, thank you very much. I think okwuluora will be hearing us because he's here. He's on Facebook everywhere. So we need apology from him. He needs to come and apologize to IPOB for comparing and saying that we have fraction. And not somebody is telling them we don't have fraction. Is there any fraction in IPOB? We don't have any fraction. We are IPOB one family. So thank you very much, Mark. I will leave you in peace now. God bless you.
I will be giving people 2 minutes to be speaking so that others can add their opinion. And I will start with this, our Reverend Sister. Let me start with Felix. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. What is my brother?
Ndewo. In 2 minutes. In 2 minutes.
Thank you for everything, my brother. You know, as you are talking now, they will think you are talking from abroad. Let okwuluora know that me and Mazi, so is talking for Biafra land. So let me make the point. Okwuluora, our people say, Ukafa lebu wanketa. Ukafa lebu wanketa. Idrolu okwuluora. So Ebruzo okwuluora. Nnamdi Kanu uzo Okuru village. You are Okuru. So Adoro. You UK. You have gone to UK and come back. You have step and switch. Now, brother, one advice I will give you is that IPOB is bigger than what you think. Nigerian government is running around. What Nigerian government cannot do is what you are putting yourself to. But let me give you one example. This movement you are putting your hand to, IPOB will not touch you. IPOB will not harm you. But you set yourself as a trap to Nigerian government to kill you tomorrow and target IPOB. Whoever that don't have sense, let's continue running mouth on social media. Okwuluora came for a word. If you ever want to Nigerian government to kill you, to target IPOB, you might hear, sorry, boss again. All the mother that can get you what they are. Also, you have on Facebook, you Nigerian government, I got IPOB, but I can't get your chat. You can just go with it. Or believe why you go away. You say, you can't go really sick.
You say,
thank you.
Ndewo. Mazi situ ige chetu obele unwe our Reverend Sister nge webete before webete gi. Call locally. In fact, I will be the one to be calling people from now. Let our sister speak. I think almost here Biafra. There we.
The only thing in Chorifugo, I mean, I was watching what Martin Kutola said and also watching live. The only thing in Nekubu, poverty. Why? Poverty is going to be by Now, poverty make and you lose principles and values of life. According to what you're saying, this guy not on internet for hookup and whatever charity on it. What connection has what he's doing with the struggle of Biafra?
Bulukwo disciple.
When he started, I used to follow him. But there was a point he made a video against the struggle. And I stopped following him. He spoke against Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was alive, and that was when Nnamdi Kanu was in Biafra land, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Go to his old video. Maybe he must have forgotten. Now, I want to let our brother okwuluora know that at least it will be fine if we find his real name so that we can address him.
His name is Emmanuel, I think. Emmanuel Oko.
We need to address him with his name.
His name is Emmanuel Oko, I think. Emmanuel somebody. But his name is Emmanuel.
Our brother Emmanuel, I want to address him. Now, IPOB is made of men and women of integrity. And you must not, in any situation, associate IPOB with nonsense, dirty stuff. He's only aberrable man. Because I listened to that iPod man over the Yoku. Immediately the man nailed it, he changed the argument, the discussion. That was a very good opportunity for him to apologize. A mistake, a slip of tongue or something like that. He never did it. He continued because he knew what he was on our followers. Because he had the followers. The more people didn't want to watch it, the more you earn. Because now too, everyone has the values and principles. How much can you earn? Give it to go down for. Now, during the Roman Empire, I will say this and then I will end.
Okay.
During the Roman Empire, whenever the Roman army win a war, their general is always crowned, and he marches in front of Caesar or whoever is in charge. Whenever he's marching, the person holding the crown on his head will always remind him, remember you are a mere human. So whenever you get to success or you become so popular and it seems as if you're on top of the game, always remember that you are a mere human. My brother, Emmanuel, I just want to remind you, remember that you are a mere human. It will not take anything for you to tarnish the image you have worked so hard to achieve. Thank you so much, my brother. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Simple, and the message is clear. 48 hours, apologize publicly the way you misbehave. Welcome to the program, Mazi C2.
Thank you very much, my brother Map. I appreciate you for your good job, and then you are doing it very well. I like people say and God himself eziokwu. I am not doubting it. Adam never in my life. I'm on your man. I stand on it till tomorrow. I still curse them everywhere I go. They are the source of our problem. Now let me go to the point. Mazi, I appreciate you. But my own your own. Because everybody my home will thank you for coming out and be doing it. This is what Mazi expects from you guys. Nobody don't take any praise from anybody, but you are doing your job. Mazi, the reason why I call here is number one chain is just to remind our people about Peter Obi. You know why I call? In the history of the North, the Northerners are the only people. In fact, Nigerians are the only people that are killing Igbo in millions, and we are still shishipling. Up to today, that is what pains me about our people. Now, Buhari says when he was alive, he says an attack to Boko Haram is an attack to the North. I'm not making it up. It's there for everybody to say. A recent one now. that he told the securities, do not kill Boko Haram or bandits. Even though if he captured them, do not kill them. Peter Obi heard the news. They had all this news, all these governors, they heard all this news. Is it not a shameful thing that a small boy, man, looking at that boy that called Peter Obi is not up to 20 years. A small boy called Peter Obi na Atagoro. Can't people so to Shaman one? He wants to become president. So therefore, he can talk anything against his own people. These are the problem. Boneji can agwa Zik. Pota eba hi na-eje ụzọ adịghị ya. Zik na akpụ isi ka orile. Akpụ isi ka egu. Look at the condition of ndị Igbo today. We are still asking that question. Boneji was asking Zik. Yalo, pota. This place in Aga, there is no road. Zik or Kwerekwe, you want to be Zik of Africa. We are seeing the repeat of Zik again. The worst part on our people don't read. He said, no wonder they took away history. We are seeing the repeat of Zik in P2B. Earlier now, we think it's a joke. He said he will repair Nigeria in 4 years. Now, how? Repairing Nigeria in 4 years will call Obrandi Igbo. Don't you people know? But let me tell you people something. Now, is P2B not ashamed that a boy of 10 years, P2B, you are we lying against you? The video is there. You said that you date with you negotiate with those who you're supposed to negotiate and date with those you're supposed to date with. Now, is anybody laying allegation on you? Don't you confess it with your mouth that you are the one that killed the people in Nozu River? What allegation they lay on you? You confess it that yes, you kill your own people, throw them in Nozu River. You say that you will negotiate with those you want to negotiate and date the ones you date with. That is the result in Nozu River. Now, and again, P2B, have you ever seen the Northerners come out and condemn Boko Haram and move? Let me leave Boko Haram. Fulani herdsmen that have been raping your mother, P2B mother in the farm. Have you ever seen any governor come and condemn them? Say, Fulani herdsmen. Stop raping Igbo people in their farm. P2B, show me where a Northerners condemn the raping of our people. Even this recent one in Abakaliki, a young girl. Show me. You can never see. P2B open his mouth. Amajeria, he wants to be president. The Fulani will kill you. Mazi, nobody should be afraid to say anything in social media. You know why? The UN have called Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. That's give IPOB the right now to make sure that the whole world, we have shown the whole world what they want to know about Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? And we are going to carry it. Now, because do you know that the same P2B, I'm hammering on P2B before I drop. P2B never one day condemned the activities of Fulani herdsmen. This P2B that's saying he killed his own people and throw them in Ozu River. P2B never condemned the atrocity of Fulani herdsmen. P2B, your generation won't that place. Check up one go your generation. P2B never condemned the raping of that girl that came down from Canada, was butchered in the farm and throw his past. The girl that was killed and throw his past in the forest. P2B saw all these videos. These people watch social media more than us. P2B never condemn it. P2B never condemn it. This idiot that lived recently come out and said that Miyetti Allah is in his government. Now, he has run away with Anambra money. I want in America now, I will not see the video about what talking and where walking. In beside, all of them will die in shame. And they will see it. These people in our land are not Igbo people. I have been saying it, that these politicians in our land are not Igbo people. The earlier we realize it, the better for us. That Fulani put all these people to be killing us one by one. They are killing us. They are surviving. But I am calling our youth to raise up so that these people does not mean good for us. And we are going to pursue them. Nobody should be afraid to tell them anything you want to tell them. I am not afraid to tell them. When people to be here today, Mark Waishi, and listen, you have to be demon to fight the demon. Who needs the Bible and fight the demon? He's a fraud. Because today, this Okwuluora now, my problem is let me
48 hours and Inge send alien a WhatsApp. Somebody send him the number here. Inge we are 48 hours. Call you listen or download the video. Inge send alien personally with my number on
Yes.
WhatsApp 48 hours to tender public apology.
Do that.
Na mepeka or na mezlu law. Then nyabazie di egwu suru gede.
My problem ndị Igbo nwakatara ihe mọwa akpa uche. You see this guy now na-ayọ because as soon as I cause Okwuluora wayọ ka ọ na-ayọ. Forget about here on before you know it, I say, hey, no. When they come to me with that issue, no. We in Igbo are people who stand to condemn evil. We condemn evil. It doesn't matter who he affects. We don't hate evil. We condemn evil. When our own person is we point and say, listen, I don't figure. And they don't go. You know what? Butra IPO. You want to wait with IPOB. If you want to wait with IPOB, before I like what my brother said. Zoo government. Zoo government.
Call you on my phone.
Zoo government boy how to IPOB aka. Come on, Galapu. You know why you on as usual. Yeah, there's a drop here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Dalorin Odogu. Mbobun if Lodogu Kulukwa Yama. Dalorin, I really appreciate. Before I'm there to the caller on WhatsApp, I'm one bingo on a comment section. Can address here once and for all. Na like it on your pute is stupidity. Anya bajieli anya. Anya napotea from that is stupidity and hardy. The name Osino Chinwendu Njoku Oyanada no Kafiana. Also that Mr. Speaker, is he going to talk because he is the president or serving leader? Use your sense. Now, Mr. Chinwendu, as you can see, you are a senseless man. I will start with insult because when I saw senseless people, I tell them they are senseless. When Buhari told Jonathan that an attack on Boko Haram is an attack to the Northern, is he holding any position? The answer is no. He's not holding any position. He is not a president and he is nothing when he made that statement. When the Northern elders make the statement that nobody should prescribe the Mieti Allah, are they in power? They are not in power, and they make that statement. When Buhari said that if you kill one Northern person, is it Buhari? Not Buhari. The Kwakwaso. If you kill one Northern person, that no Igbo man will live not alive. What is that? Not a statement? Now, when the Arewa youth make a statement that nobody can restructure Nigeria except what they say, are they in power? You know, most of you, if Peter Obi, who is aspiring to become a Nigerian president, cannot condemn what is happening in his own state, that disqualify him because he cannot say it when he becomes governor or president. And we are talking about a former governor, and the idea is showcasing your stupidity. This platform is not for hookup. Chinwendu Njoku, go to a place where they are making hookup, like Okwuluora platform. That is for hookup. Kegamal may hook your life with a retired akuna, because as na fogina, that is a gopia. Oh my God, Naru. Idikiyago no chebo. Just negotikina idikim beside na picture. Actually make a gun, but an illiterate keu. Onya Peter Obi is coming out as a leader. Automatically, he tells you that he is a leader. He has the quality of leadership. So when we hear now display the quality of leadership, must he be president before he now act like a leader? Okay. Welcome to the program. Call on WhatsApp. Please, sorry for delaying you this much.
Yeah, no problem, my brother.
There, well, you are welcome to the program.
Yeah, my contribution, Okwuluora, this is across our bank because he was among the people who made this guy a lead. This stupid guy supposed to make a speech of matters, not him a family. He was among. So now he is coming out to be attacking IPOB and Martin direct, as if he doesn't know what he's doing. I will give my own idea. Only IPOB that guy. I you got an apple you got on it. Over the honor. I stop reading that thing. Because these people be on a channel, he tell to IPOB, but one I take that in on IPOB. I can remember when people be only what did it be so she at this criminality. He started with the Abadi, a very man and the can, very man and the can.
Okay.
Depending on our body, on our child, the IPOB, always leader of the IPOB people. They call that Martin, that's very hard. They know what they are doing. These people, after even the way you can't be doing election while Martin and the candidate. That is the only man not even after IPO, Martin and the candidate and Abadi, all black people who make this. No, but other people are criminals. Only other people are people who are just what you call is a criminal, is a stupid word. For every person now, a whole people who are group now in hiding. As I saw president, people for that for 8 years. I was that for my nigga, I got another people who apart from this criminality government. Colonial that was an imagine and I compare with half. But they know what they are doing. But this thing will not stop us or we in Hydro. I will target the president, the president, this one was the first one that we started this trouble. So this is not our target. Our target is total integration from Nigeria. We don't have anything to do with their election. So you should take caution of whatever he's doing. That's my contribution, my brother.
Now, okwuluora, let me repeat. Emana, I know like this. And when they got charged, and then they're saying, don't mind them. Don't mind them. In 48 hours to tender public apology to IPOB. 48 hours. 48 hours. Ndewo. Ndewo, Machineke. Ndewo, Machineke.
Okwuluora, ogosi anyị onye ọ bụ ọtụla mụ a na-ekwu ekwu ana m asụpọtụ ya n'ihe niile ọ na-eme mụ a personally na-eboro onye ego personally ọ na-awa ụgbaji ụdọrọ ọ bịa na my inbox jere n'ihe mboro onye ego millions of naira I'm talking about with the receipt if he has it. So I'm not speaking out of bitterness because all of them they got put on online and I'm not saying I'm hate to them again. So to tell you that I'm a very supporter of what he's doing. But that is very, very disappointed as it is now. A minimum friend, a minimum follow. I don't care. Anybody will have to then I thought if again he help our freedom with the politics of Nigeria, the person is an enemy of what we are doing. I have followed him up to know that it's inconsequential and we don't do with people that inconsistency. His inconsistency is too much. You cannot be saying that you support Martin and you are sitting on the fence. It can never be that way. If you are not an IPOB core member, you are not at all. So when I put freedom together tomorrow, I put on one guy representing I equally la side to one Nigeria. Tomorrow, Yamoeka is 8 years. I have to thing in the heaven. People will never take us serious. When in Nigeria today, when the Nigeria government and the whole world do not do IPOB with us today because of our consistency, we don't change. Our pattern is the same. We are not bribable. And the one we receive Martin and the Kalu today, we respect him is because of he is not bribable. So let people stop paying attention. Anybody who an IPOB member is Diego, Okwuluora name, when Madame Okwuluora, or why you connect with the bank. On a series in the bank, Nigeria go, and the bank way sense we are many of us to the go level. Give your with the sympathy. I'm Alamonia, I'm with online giveaway. You know, matter how we handle them within the bank. So everybody should be careful. I was on the floor, always politics corner that's enough. It was like, oh, we have been there by now. This is here. We always go mad. Go UK, go America, and then many people speak. Because you can't, because I've seen that all is off on the show this time. Let me just not talk too much anyway. I just want to make our people they got put online in the nonsense. Come on now, we need a full supporter of Okwuluora, and that is very, very disappointed. And then you I hope you remember the year go to the storm.
Exactly. Ndewo Machineke. Ndewo. Dalorine. Can you get up yanti because iwe mbona ana correct the ewu When no can IPOB Malife.
What now? What is doable now? Now you don't know. Only the people must come to the DOS. We should follow them. Look at you and your we should follow it up. I like when people be.
Now, get note. Una for this guy in Aguyokuna. Now we are everything impure. Mana Ijigosi Nonya was sent by Nigerian government. Ocho Kaglia strategy IPOB they use.
Like Pitobi.
Brother, I follow. Brother, asking the K strategy, can you find them? Oburi follow mother. Nda high they follow K on ground.
Okay.
You know the question. K on ground. That is where the strategies and what IPOB is planning. Go when we can go deliver alundi send there. Go when we deliver. The guy Agwagogi na mazinam nekanu wendo dose DOS as a government. Because many people are malon na DOS is a government. Mazinam can drop these people say, oh yeah, anytime continue with this movement. This is how you do it. You are the people that will take it from here to here. Now, on the secret. In case many of you are the strategy IPOB actually use with free Mazinam so that the federal government will block it. Onya is a very cunning man. Be careful of all this. And when if this man, Emmanuel, Ugo Baby, and Skibo, Nkano and Neme Comedy, be careful of these people. They are more evil than Hope. They are more evil than if Skibo the more dangerous than Hope. Forget Nana be me Hochi. We know them where we see them. And Marie Madam Malukonya Naga. Skibo now Mazinam the Kanu. They are just calling Mazinam Kan to grow their platform. Finish. We have caller on WhatsApp. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
I'm here. My name is Marian here. I've been listening to you. What I'm going to say is going to be broader than what you've been trading today. The topic, of course, when it comes to the okwuluora, idiot, whatever his name is poignant, on point, must be discussed. But I want to say this. The issue, this kind of issue of what okwuluora is doing, and people like P2B, people like this Kibo, and all these people you're calling out, including Eperimo, of course, they will come out and they begin to challenge DOS or challenge the authority, which is part of Mazi is part of them. Try to ask what are they doing, what do they should explain their plans and all that, their game plan. Those people are not serious, you know, will be taken serious. Why do I make the argument? And that is a way of exposing who they are. They are not part of this movement. I don't even care whether they are a registered member of IPOB. Anybody that comes out to ask those questions or begin to make an argument that the reason why they're trying to trash, disobey, diminishes the leadership DOS, anybody that comes to make such an argument, I don't care what hierarchy of IPOB the person is, should be taken as an enemy. And I'm going to make my argument with this point. One, IPOB leadership was set up by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because I hear all this was saying, everybody loves Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody loves Mazi Nnamdi. They invoke his name because it's what is trending right now. Okay, people want to use him to as a brand name to get whatever they want to get. Irrespective, they don't give a hoot about him. So now, Mazi did not organize DOS on a whim. He gave a full thought, thorough thought, did his investigation. This is what I believe. Because as they claim that Mazi is smart, which I agree, he's a critical thinker, which I agree, he's divinely set up for this project, which I agree totally, he couldn't have picked this individual just by mere emotion or on a whim, or for trivial reasons. This was a seriously thought issue before he unpicked them and gave them each one their position, which he truly believes they are capable of handling. So we must get this argument and get this understanding out there, because Once you understand it, you don't have to like any one of them to follow the direction, to follow the instructions, because when you're following what Mazi has set in place, which is the DOS, you are following Mazi in his absence or in his presence. Because even Mazi Nnamdi follow the decision of DOS. What do I mean? DOS and Mazi Nnamdi, they get together, make a decision. The only thing that when they have reached a consensus, Mazi will be the one to put the final stamp on it, which is his signature.
Exactly.
Mazi Edozie is doing now. It's called power of attorney, which has been handed over to Mazi Edozie. So now, let me get back to get really to the main call, why I'm calling this, why I'm making this call. Why I'm making this call is that I have been paying attention. You ask yourself, like the argument some of us have been making, why is it that somebody like Kwanko, so somebody like, even that El-Rufai, there was something I saw. He said the other time that if you touch any of this Boko Haram, these are people maiming people, killing people, terrorists, renowned and world acclaimed terrorists. But if you hurt any one of them, you have hurt the whole of Northerners, and they will come after you. We do not forget. The any Fulani that is killed will always remember. Buhari has made such a statement. Kwanko has made such a statement. All of them, boldly on social media, they don't hide it. Even Gumi himself. But our people find it difficult to even call out the truth. It doesn't matter. They don't have to support IPOB. They say that something wrong is wrong. Killing of our youth is wrong. You don't kill them. Bring them through the judicial system if you think they're criminals. The reason is this, because I've been thinking about this for some time. Fulanis have been in conquest. Fulanis have been fighting their way for years to conquer or to be in a position where they are today. Remember, they really don't have a place they can call their land. But look at what has happened to the indigenous people, including us. We find ourselves in these places without really a war being fought, without blood being spilled. So it was something that was handed over to us on a platter of gold. That is why we can't even defend it. Thank God for Mazi Ahmadike today. So all these idiots coming up that cannot even defend what has been handed over to them, they don't understand what they have. And most people do not understand what they have until they lose it. So that is why Biafra project must be protected,
exactly,
defended with everything we have, because we are the last defense that is defending every indigenous person in that construction called Nigeria. But let me make my final argument and point. Whether they like it or not, all these people, I want our people to know that we're in a long haul. That's my main argument. Fulanis have been fighting to get where they are. That is why they're patient. They have a long patience and endurance, because they can look back and see that all the things they acquired, they got them by being patient and strategic. Our own was handed over to us. So I want our people to know that this project we have is not something anybody can tell you when it's going to come. Nobody can tell you. Even Mazi will never tell you it's going to come today or tomorrow. The only thing that is certain, and I'm reiterating that and I'm saying that again, is Mazi is going to come out. Go and write it down. Biafra must come. Go and write it down. Mazi is going to lead Biafra when it comes as a country. Even if it's not one tenor, he's going to be the president of Biafra. Write it down. Quote me. My name is Marian Eda. Don't ask me how I get to know. But let nobody deceive you and tell you it's going to be today or tomorrow.
Exactly.
Even Mazi doesn't know. So anybody telling you, oh, tell us when Mazi is going to come out, what can we do? For Mazi to come out before Christmas or before election, don't pay attention. Anybody telling you that Biafra is going to come, do not pay attention. Biafra project, according to those that believe in the Bible, is just like what Joshua told them. The kingdom of the Son of Man is coming back. He's going to come like a thief. Nobody knows the time except the Father. The Biafra project is divinely, at this particular moment, is divinely projected to come. It's going to come, but nobody knows the time, when, except Chukwuka Abiyama. The same thing with Mazi Ahmadike. He's going to come out. He's going to come out in good health, alive, in one entity.
Exactly.
And he's going to lead us. And he's going to be the president. Write it down.
I'm making this pronouncement boldly on the air so that all these people that get confused when they hear all these charlatans, when they hear all these Barnabas and Barnabases coming out and giving them unnecessary hope, which makes some of them to begin to derail. Stop listening to them. He that is leading you, he has been sent out to lead us in this time. Cannot even tell you the day Biafra will come, but he knows he will come. Because he has been divinely inspired and mandated, and he's going to come under his watch. So my people, stop listening. Nobody can tell you exactly when Mazi will be released. Will he be released? Yes. Will Biafra come? Yes. Will Mazi be our president in Biafra? Yes. Write these three things down, and when they begin to unfold, call me, because it's going to be confirmed. That's all I want to bring.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, God bless. Thank you. And for the sake of my viewers, please, I want you people to understand what they are trying to use P2B to cause. Look this right up now. This is Arewa Republic, and they wrote here. Breaking news. 7 killed as P2B's IPOB open fire on Hausa Fulani resident in Imo. The Imo State Police Command has confirmed the killing of 7 Northerners by members of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, in the Orogwe area of the state. He promised that those who committed the disturbing act will be brought to justice. Now, which one is P2B's IPOB?
I thought that because of this, nobody has confirmed that IPOB member. Because of this protest going on, they know that the world is watching. They're trying to find a reason to come and begin to kill our youth again. That story is not complete. So this is what they're doing. And the question is who and who is doing it? They're using us. But you know what? That's why I said nobody should put a timeline. God is weeding the chaff from the wheat. You know, there are a lot of, just like where you go, it's always in every history where people are having agitation. A lot of people that are coming up are not part of this equation, and they must be weeded out. That is why there should be no timeline. And Mazi knows that. Mazi knows that. He knows that Biafra must come. He knows he must be released. And he knows that he's going to lead us. He's going to rule us for some time. I don't know how long it's going to be. So what I'm trying to say is that all these our so-called people, and another thing that let's stop every time saying they are Fulani people. Oh, they are Fulani, that were pregnanted by Fulani people. No. Some of us are too called by blood Igbo people that are being used to kill us. We must acknowledge that some of us are nasty, bad, and devil incarnate. Some of us are the Ishmael in this movement, and they must be cut down. They must go. They must go down. We don't need them. And that is what is going to continue to delay this movement to come to fruition. So anybody who wants Biafra to come quick should stop being a saboteur. As long as you continue to be a saboteur, you are delaying the coming of Biafra, because Ancient of Days has made up his mind that all those who are not worthy, all those who have been saboteurs, must be removed before the coming of Biafra. So if you love the project, if you want the project, stop sabotaging the movement, because you will never enter into that promised land. I'm going to read it here.
With one word, let me answer this question before I pick another question. Sylvester Okoye, DOS have inquiry numbers, which I have posted time with that number on my platform. Call them and ask that question. DOS have said it's time with that number. They can never make their stand known to any person, because there is a lot of infiltrators. Example, Gumi Ofidu, aka Simon Ekpa, is an infiltrator. He will go and shine and start making it to happen, to say he's the one. So on caller on WhatsApp, just a minute, I will come back to you. Now, if the plan on ground, always listen to Radio Biafra. Anytime you hear them announce anything, follow it. Follow the command and control, and IPOB will deliver Biafra in your own time. Almost here, Biafra. Call on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Stop listening to your device. Listen to the phone direct, please. You are listening to your device. When you call, please try to listen to be listening to the phone. Don't listen to your device. Welcome to the program. Ndewo, Machineke. Ndewo.
ana m anụ ụzọ mmiri na bụta aka m kwa nwanne gị nwoke Maazị Chukwuemeka esi m na United Arab Emirates wee na-ekwu
Emivich
Emivich ndị mmadụ ọsọbi nkwụziri ya n'ụchapụ ekele m nwada Miriam anụrụ m onye ya
bọmbụ onu ya bụ ezigbo bọmbụ ka ọ
ezigbo nwada ọ kụrụ ha ma n'isi ntu
confirm
Maazị ebe nchọrọ ikwu okwu bụ ihe gbasara Vincent Kama nọ na Enugu steeti chere na ọ ga-ebupụwu IPOB na ya mara ife bọọlụ ya na-akpọ Okwuluora. This guy has been continue to scamming people. Ndị ahụ ndị ji na-emebisi ọrụ ezigbo ọrụ ndị dịka Maazị Serafia o nwere ofu nwanne anyị nwoke na-alụ charity Igbo Love Themselves a charity foundation na-alụ ezigbote ọrụ ịghọtago
Matthias Ezak
bụ ndị ji afa dị igwe ndị mmadụ were na-emebisi ụdọlọma nwanne anyị nwoke a na-alụ mana anyị mara nke ọma na nwanne anyị nwoke Ezak nwere aka ọrụ pụkwala nnukwu mmadụ onye nwere obi mmadụ dọpụtagoro ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ n'ala be anyị ife dị na-ekwu okwu m na-ekwu bụ ka ndị be anyị mara na Okwuluora bụ onye oshi ka ọ
confirm criminal
Okwuluora na-arụrụ Nigeria gọọmenti ọrụ
ọ chọrọ ịmata strategy
could you imagine Okwuluora iwuru eri frat a church rat dịka Sabone mana atinyere awa ndị US could you imagine that eri frat dịka Sabone could you imagine Okwuluora were adịa na Sabone were ekusu na elu Facebook tụọ na social media mana Okwuluora enwere ike ikwu ya onwe ya na-atụnyere DOS abụọ na ha nwara chukwu ekusu nwaanyị na social media na Okwuluora were adịa nọọ Sabone bụ ihe tụrụ ekusu na elu Facebook na social media ebe chọrọ ikwu n'abalị a bụ na Okwuluora should mind his business ihe dị aka ma people. Let him desist from IPOB. Calling him direct way. Our leader. We're not hearing a killer like P2B. P2B of our innocent Jaffa candidate P2B. And with the Ajujun, the outer Balia, the Fulani Balia, okay, so they have to deal can they play their deal with the Jaffa, born at Shannon Brastic, can be proud of it. People being by your hospital, innocent Jaffa so good. No go na China Bra State in the one from there. Only by your hospital. Or Barra Jaffa can be people do like that. So, just bring a baby. If I never go around do yeah, if you don't want to support this struggle, stay on your own. Don't use Martin Namdekanu, our field leader, to campaign to anybody. Because if he rejects you, I had that to come, if you want to do something on your own, do it on your own. Don't show the way without camera people. Do it on your own. Don't involve IPOB on it. Don't involve Martin Namdekanu on it. If I have one year in a world or I raise my case. I don't have much to say, my brother.
They were watching a call localism. In fact, 2 minutes. I about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Welcome to the program. In where 2 minutes equal.
Yes, good evening, my brother Mazi. Can you hear me?
Of course, loud and clear. The word is listening. Go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
All right. My name is Prince Ike Kano. I'm calling you from Biafra land.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, I heard your program this evening, and I must say a very big thank you to you and to every IPOB members, the media warriors. I must say a very big thank you to you, sir.
Yeah.
Secondly, I want to dwell on a very simple issue this night, and I must be very, very brief. Biafrans worldwide, lovers of freedom, the indigenous people of Biafra, I must say congratulations to all of you. You see, we have come a very long way in this journey, and I know it will be very, 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 very disastrous for we to back down. I listened to that particular program of okwuluora handled, that was the day for yesterday, and I tried to call him, but the call was too much. I couldn't call him, and I have wrote him personally on his WhatsApp number, trying to correct him on those mistakes he made. I may call it mistake because that was the first time he handled such program.
No. That is not the first one.
Okay.
That is the one I have seen. That is the second one I am seeing.
Okay. I stand to be corrected.
Thank you.
So if you are born to do this struggle, as Maznam Kanu rightly said before he was abducted, you must be very, very high in spirit and very, very strategic in your movement and your calculation. You see, there are a lot of deceivers out there. I'm talking to Biafrans on the ground. Like me, I am on the ground, and I will never give up on this project, even if I'm being killed. So our children, our youth, our young boys, and our young girls must be very, very alert and very, very high in spirit, because a lot of deceivers are out there to deceive all of you. And if we fail this time around, I don't think we can get it right again. I am not a big man, I'm not a rich man, but I don't think there is any amount of money somebody will give me today to back down from this project. I am calling on Igbo youth, I am calling on every Biafran youth, home and abroad, to be very, very vigilant, because our enemies are in our midst. You must be very careful to any program you listen to. And if you are listening to any kind of program, you must be very, very conscious. Because some of us are very, very emotional. Some of us are very, very gullible. Some of us are not sensitive in spirit. They can fall at any time, not people like us. If you like, you can come with any kind of magic or any kind of strategy. We are there for you. So I hang on here, and I must pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is right now. I know that God has been protecting him, and he will continue to protect him till he comes out and lead us to the promised land. Thank you very much, my brother. I hang on here.
Mazi Ebube, you are welcome to the program. You have 2 minutes. You have been trying to come in from the beginning, but all to no avail.
Nwa Chineke daalụ ọrụ nwanne m, daalụ ọrụ onye nwaanyị gbaa gị ume, Chukwu okike abịa ma gozie gị. Nna m ịmago netwọk zoo na anyị na ife na-eme saịdị ya. So ike m chọrọ itinye onu m na eji onumike apụta midia based on ife netwọk a ọ na nke tata m chọrọ itinye onu m n'ife anụ ọfịa anụnwa maka onye ahụ abụghị mmadụ. Anyị nwee dresị ya ka mmadụ dị ime nnukwu mistake. Onye a bụ nnukwute anụ ọfịa, and even self n'akụkụ nke ọzọ ịkpọkwa ya anụ ọfịa wee kparịa anụ ọfịa, maka at least anụ ọfịa ya abụọ ite ya esi wee gbaa ọsọ ọ ya akwụkwọ ahụ, mana mmadụ fụrụ ike ya emerụ ya ahụ wee kwụrụ ebe ahụ, anụ ọfịa ka onye ahụ mma. And o nwere ofufe nchọrọ point out oge ị na-ekwu okwu oge ị na-ekwu ebido onye ahụ ya nwee ime statement si kedu ife anyị ga-eme ka Biafra bịa next year. O gosiri na ọ bụ pure autopilot, because na okwu ahụ bụ asụsụ Simon ga-ejisivu ekperima ji ejisivu ndị mmadụ nye ya enweta restoration of Biafra next year. So nya nwee pụtasị kedu ife ya eme wee nweta Biafra next year. O gosiri na pure autopilot, and ọ bụrụ na watch ya from day one oge dị saga bidoro ejidechara wadida anọfịa na support Simon. Then kịta
nwanne anyị nwoke kpọrọ ya na fonu jụsiri ya ajụjụ ya ọ nọmahụ na Simon gotere ọtọ n'ihi na-abịa ọ divert ozugbo jụbụ ife ya emewe nweta Biafra. So na mmadụ dịka ya asọpọtụrụ m that 48 hours inyere ya iwu ka ọ bụ na ya apụta bịa ya mgbaghara ọ nnukwu ya wuto ịma na agba na ndị anọpịa nkịtị ọka nkụ onye ọbụla pụta na-ezuzu na soshal midia tidie na ọrait ya na-enwe freedom of speech. na m kenere opipi ikwukwere ebe a tọrọ m ụtọ bụ na o nwere ofe ajụjụ m na-ajụ onye ọbụla and I have been saying it na enweghị any obituary supporter ya apụta kọwara m ọfụma ife mere ọ ife Peter Obi eji wee relizie Nnamdi Kanu because no ife ife ha tele njụrụ nna da ajụ ndị mmadụ nke ndị ba ndị mụ na ha na-ekwu ya unu na-asị na Peter Obi ya relizie Nnamdi ma ọ banye on which ground? Because n'ọdụ ife na bụ tupu Peter Obi relizie Nnamdi ma ọ banye Nnamdi ya signed ya na ya ya type law n'issue of Biafra restoration ajụọ m ya apịa ọ dị ka Nnamdi ya ekwesị such agreement. Now ọ bụrụ na Nnamdi pelie ime accept such offer ọ dị unu ka ya relizie onye kwugo na ya gburu anyị before ya yigbu anyị again mana anọcha dịka onye iberibe a kịta ya apụtasị n'ife o kwuru by deal with them before na I will deal with them again jụzie anya ndị o diri with ọ ya sịrị na ọbụghọ Biafra ka ọ kpọrọ aka and oge nna anyị kwuru okwu onye broadcast sị na Peter Obi enye anyị akaụntụ ndị ahụ nwụrụ na mmiri ahụ. Many people like this idiot kịta ya asị na-asị na ọhọ onye gburu ha mana o prove nna anyị kwuru right because o mega set ọkwa ofu okoko from north ya akpụ ya uwezibipa m na-epost na Twitter na-epost na Facebook tin kedu ife mere ndị amị egbabutere ụbọchị ya na north Peter Obi amapụta na nye ha condolence message mana o sendebe condolence message ụmụnne anyị gburu na Imo steeti na ndị ọzọ m chọrọ ịprọmpt Biafra out do before i support obituary maka a na-ada agwa anyị ogide ka chefuo na obituary bidokwara na OBI. So ife ọzọ m na-agwa supporters of obituary bụ jekwanụ jee jụọ ndị agụlụ be ha ihe ọ gwara ha. Ndị agụlụ kpọrọ anọfịa meeting jụọ ya sị ya nwaanyị nwoke n'igwe Igbo gọvanọ Anambra na request anyị nyere as na anyị mụrụ enwere uru mmadụ kwesịrị izite na nwa ya ọ gwa ha na ya abụghị gọvanọ ndị agụlụ na ya bụ gọvanọ Anambra steeti ọ dịzịa ndị anọfịa kịta a na-eso obituary ya kịta ka ọ bụrụ prezidenti kịta o kwetere na ya bụ prezidenti ndị Igbo onye dị na ụmụnne ya sek ọ gị nwa ka ọ ya enye automatically ọ ya agwakwa anyị na ya bụ prezidenti Nigeria na ọ bụghị prezidenti ndị Igbo. So he did it before because history will always look away to repeat itself and ndị mmadụ chefuo no the same thing Zik mere wee tinye anyị nọ because ife kịta na-achọ kịta bụ selfish interest ya ka e nwee ike pụta detuo n'oge Naijiria agha kọsịrị ọnụ na Peter Obi pụtara save onye and otu Zik of Africa anụnwa Zik chọrọ inweta anyị wee gbara aka because oge Zik na-convert for one Nigeria ka o nwee ike zaa Zik of Africa. Ahmadu Bello diffused a secure territory of North. Awolowo diffused a secure territory of West. Yanwa diffused a pursue one Nigeria. At end, Awusa Fulani or Northerners one na Nigeria. Yoruba one na Nigeria. Anywa Baraka. Keta akwa Atiku egotigo na ọkụ with his people. Ọ condemn egburu Deborah because no condemn ụmụnne ya say you can't hear us. Ebe anyị kwụke ya akwụ o delete the tweet wee kwuru ebe ụmụnne ya kwụ. Now Peter Obi na-egbu ụmụnne ya onwe nwuhe ọnụ ịkọndem ya because na ọ ma na ọ kọndem ya ndị Awụsa sị ya na ọkwụ wite ụmụnne ya and ọ chọghọ ka ndị Fulani ahụ bụ ya na ọkwụ wite ụmụnne ya. Ndị be anyị amaghọ m ka ife ya emerụ mmadụ nwoke jikwa nụrụ m ya sị ya kedu oge ugboro nọ ya bụ ife mee ịmụrụ akọ nke ọzọ sị ya na o mee ya ofu ugboro nọ ya anwa kpa nkịtị ka o mee ya den. Ndị Igbo be anyị oge ọnwụ na ife ike na-eme anyị yes anyị adọ na ebe anyị dọla. So ya bụ ụmụnne m ka a ghara iweta oge na ịfụrụ m broadcast of mata and amakwa m igbuo n'oge with ọrụ and every other thing ịpụtakwa ịnọrọ ebe a. So nna ya ụmụnne anyị ife a meburu anyị ekwe na kome anyị again. Peter Obi we never meant well for Biafra. Ajụjụ jụrụ ebe a ọ bụrụ na ndị be anyị ga-ekwetegwu onwe ha eziokwu ha bụrụ international community and jesik afọ Peter Obi bụ president wee fegbu
Call on saying stop call.
I not hear go gas.
Can I?
Call on Selena. Stop calling me Selena.
Okay, so I not hear go to this room. How bring you want international community? Kedu ki esi we far. And this one no about jojo ba ajo onwe ha. Manu ya wona na-eti obituary. P2B is a disaster to the Afghan Congo. P2B is a disaster to
Mazi
the Afghan
Ebube,
movement.
biko round up,
P2B is
biko.
a disaster to Martin Nnamdi Kanu.
Mazi Ebube, okay, I think you have rounded up.
Now, Mazi.
Go ahead. My voice and apotakwa of ma.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Just three things I want to make. I don't want to waste much time. As I have for him, because maybe you get your message you sent him. I want to ask him, did he hear that P2B said that let nobody vote him as an Igbo man, but as a Nigerian? Did Okwuluora hear that? If he is listening to him, he thinks that he loves Igbo land so much that P2B has already said that let nobody vote him as an Igbo man or Southeast, but vote him as a Nigerian. Did he see P2B praying in a church for Nigeria to be better? Did you see him there? I'm asking Okwuluora. Then, Okwuluora, do you know that P2B has a university in the north?
Okay.
Who are his board of trustees? The Mieti Aras, the Fulani, no Igbo man. The university that is in the north, Fulani is going to university. Is it not Igbos that are doing university that are going to school? Is any Fulani is going to school? Yes, he has Mieti Aras as his leader in the university. I asked Okwuluora again, when he came for a murder, kidnap one of our brothers in England, did the P2B say anything about it? Instead, he jumped out to sympathize with Ike for the murder. He never sympathized with the family of our brother or a sister that Ike for the murder took to London. Is this how he will do good to us? I'm asking Okwuluora, did he know all this about P2B? Because what happened is that these people think that they know Nigeria so much, but they don't know anything about Nigeria. All these celebrities, their main concern is how to protect Fulani, not us. So Okwuluora, you're not working for us. So tell P2B that Fulani put him there just to distract our agitation. Tell him that we know all this, and we are saying that we know what the game that P2B is playing, that he can never get to Asorok. He can never.
Not even in 1 million years.
No, I don't want to waste time. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Ndewo nwa Chineke, ndewo. Chukwu gozie gị. I have a lot of callers. In fact, this phone original one, or if not, if we don't jam. We have another caller here. Welcome to the program. You have 2 minutes. Ndewo nwa Chineke. He said, Dalo.
If in a man like this struggle, just because I'm a new man from Nemo beginning.
Exactly.
I go in and make you want Friday, you just yourself, because I just keep where that.
Ndewo.
I just speak, but if you pull I will not stop to Okwuluora cause more damages than bread in the van in your town. Because Okwuluora just name alone with business, yeah. They're not acting on their help and the money. But on the more dangerous than the past. The amount of people are in this to see. The amount of politicians and those their duty. The amount of people are there putting if I want to politicians. Now, take it that you're not doing it. Open up the country unfortunately. If they're not doing it, they go with all the hospital with each other. When I went to Florida, I had one big money. Over down, all those positions, they are named in Iraq here. The Galley for the cost. You just over the positions, putting up so like not made it stop, not by next play with the emotion in the money. In the dream of kind of help in the money. If I was the person in the pastor and I go for that, and so I can't only offer not the band. By SCB, we don't talk about okay, who works out or say, oh, the best way. Now they can tell my mother, now they can tell, oh, mother, now they can answer that. It's not the one month. Because there are people, the stupid, some people, the stupid, everybody is stupid. On the period of me, you only are the more dangerous than in the past. Because when people are not the more lazy, not the more stupid. Everybody from that was individual being there, and there's no government problem. Can you know why people now? Everybody is this fault, this struggle. And I focus struggle. I think when I made for his own personal game, because just very people when can that say more the stupid. Somebody more they can do more the stupid.
Exactly.
I think only hate anybody. Even if I betterment of good government.
On not according.
That is this stop with problem. Before cost no more problem.
Ndewo. Somebody wrote here, Rising Sun. Skibo has already cut and they post this broadcast. Let him cut and post it. I give okwuluora 48 hours to tender apology. And by then, and I want to send this warning to Skibo. What Skibo na omu abu MAP eziokwu bundo. Abulom Lizzy Chimamanda wine on a ballon paka. All like ya ime ihe ka nwoke nya nwa ofi odaizi mgbe that na mabuho wine. Nya pike nya court onya put onya de nya na irum ofuma omu abu MAP anara ma hide irum. Nwoke na ibiara bu n'okwu ọnụ. And any person nsi na nya bulugo mgbara ọgbụgbachiri ebe IPOB no nya ma aka ka ifunanya. Because I am not here. How many people who go na this struggle? It's an IPOB book comedy section. Or do you think we don't have life to enjoy? Many of us cannot come to Nigeria today because of this movement. And the high natural Biafra in a good life. And the China in a hookup or a comedy. One day can go in Kebezoku. Okay, at this point, and yada fuziru madu. Because of na IPOB. Jinwa na pamper people, let peace reign. Many saboteur. When IPOB will march, below saboteur, you will, all those of you that want to trade, because you know IPOB, we are Mazinamkan is known for peace and love. That is why AG boy console. That's why AG Babuan anyhow, because anytime nature in our your house, once in anything, but those people that call themselves IPOB cannot come and flex their life. Then what has your 9 waki babo? Each create content. It will and IPOB create a content. That time have come and gone. If you like IPOB create anyhow content, IPOB create your own content with your own life. IPOB analyze na that stage. Unu chenaino. I think this caller have called before. Welcome to the program once again. You have called before.
Hello.
Welcome to the program. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, my name is Anthony. I am calling from Dubai.
Ndewo.
But it's sounding different from what is going on.
You are listening to Mazi Achebepol MAP live and direct. So say you have not said your name. Stop listening to a device. Listening to me direct on the phone you are speaking from.
Hello, can I hear you?
You are trying to listen to another phone, which is unacceptable. If you call, listen to the phone you are using to call, not another device. I will cut you off. I don't have time to be listening when you listen to another one. You put your phone on the ear, you talk.
Okay, ma'am. I was trying to sorry. I can hear you now because I was not hearing you before. You know, I have a medical without CPM, so that is all.
Okay.
So when I'm talking
Go on in.
Skibo the too small to challenge this struggle.
Ochi adịla n'oge efu na Dubai.
Ndị na-amaghị na ha na-ekwulu eme business ma Skibo ma okwuluora ma all of them, they are acting for their personal interest, for them to do their page. I don't know if you're hearing me. So whatever he's doing should not distract you. To us now, any pastor blessing anything in One Nigeria, pastor is a level pastor. The place of Skibo and okwuluora. So basically they allow her maybe he had even at Dubai will show the animal, we can have Hana, when I don't know day. So regular and moving I can for. Because if you know what I know about the game, all here I make it what I hold down. And we follow better, okay, I'm follow that. Even I'm never your custom of your YouTube videos nearly post area. I'm following you every day I put on YouTube. Even though my not connected has not been in. So what I want to say in this struggle, all can they buy anyone because own a handy half wall who has to say them at the easy, no good you and the Miana and one to do you at the Panagi. So we are in the hand issue, we had also like I had it.
Mazi, ebo name ega ma Skibo the too small. Skibo peka na many people the problem many people never have water no na ha jipụta na social media na-ezuzu ka onye ọbụla jipụta na social media na-ezuzu. Abụ m confirm IPOB and before join IPOB I know what I decide and I join IPOB and on that nokita I have crossed my mind na any person nsi na ya bulugo mgbọrọgwụ gbachilezi na this Biafra ihe ahụ ga-eme chinya mee tata ma Skibo ma this small boy ya na-akpọ okwuluora ha na-abụ ọ bụrụ na ha na-abụ retrace lo their step ọkụ ga-agba ha na-abụ ha marụ na Biafra abụrụ for comedy.
But among him in the Bayana, ndị be anyị anaghị ama ihe ịpụ apụ gị mara na enwere obodo na function when he ga-eme ka Nigeria function ebe Nigeria agwụla ụlọ ọbụla obodo a na ugbu a na anya anaghị anya ọkụ anaghị anyụ anyụ everything na function security dị everywhere but ebe na obodo nke anyị ya dị n'echi but anaghị etiga anya na ọdụ steeti maka okwuluora ndekolobu ya ndekolobu ya na program niile but ihe nke a o mere jere ka ọ gafego bandị numere adịghị mma ọ kwesịrị ịbịa na apologize for him nke na ọta.
Exactly.
So ego ka Skibo ha na ndị a niile nọ na Dubai achọghị ịga kpọwa ha maka
maazị kwuo n'okwu ndị dị ndụ na gumi of ido a stop nwụlom no this ụmụ crayfish ndị elulu ihe nga handle ọ bụ ha need amụ amaso ha gba social media war no onye okwu karịa ọnụ ya mgbasa fiscal war ọ kwete na ọ na-eme onye Skibo kwukarị ọnụ ya nya nazie na ọtọzie na Dubai okwu fọ onye ọtọ na Dubai ọ na-aba anyị ife eme ya dị
ihe ndị acha biznes ka ha na-eme ndị be anyị a na-eri ihe nri ọ na-ara ahụ eri ha enweghị Nnamdi Kanu si na a na-enwe libre adọkwana eziokwu ọwụ onye pụọ apụ ihe nweta tobere marakwana ihe a na-akụ ebe ọbụla kwara anya anya na ebe ọbụla kwara anya anya aga gbagide ihe na-eme na our youth or our new problem anyị
So ọ ya nwere thing kwesịghị ekwela ka ihe a distract gị na movement ị na-aga anyị macha ihe na-eme akpị na ahụ m chọrọ iche ịga n'ugbu a. Thank you very much.
Ndewo nwa Chineke.
Ndewo nwa Chineke.
Have a lot of callers. I don't even know the one to pick and the one not to pick. Welcome to the program. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, Maazị Achebe.
Ndewo. Gawa n'iru, gwa anyị afa gị.
Okay, just briefly. O nwere ihe nsendị gị na WhatsApp. Afa m bụ Ahmed.
Okay.
You watch Ghana Channel Television. It's just information to all Biafrans. Ghana Channel Television. They posted something and they say that 7 local vigilantes were killed by gunmen, and there's a tension there because those vigilantes are non-indigenous. So every sensible Biafran or every freedom fighter should go and download that page and save it, because that is the confirmation that those people parading themselves as a Bubago or local vigilante, they are foreigners. So now, Channel Television, they made a mistake by that post, telling people that those 7 people killed were non-indigenous. It is a confirmation that they are terrorists. So tomorrow, in case they download it or they remove it tomorrow, let everybody go and save that page, so that Hope Uzodinma will not come tomorrow and say that IPOB.
Okay, somebody have sent it to me. It's like you are the one who sent it to me. This is the article, right?
Just information.
You cannot get it fully because...
Did you see it?
Yes, I've gotten it. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Just
you.
go to their page and download that thing. It's for evidence. Thank you, brother.
Ndewo nwa Chineke. Ndewo. Ndị be anyị na-egenu m ntị. Na-ekwu okwu freedom or na-ekwu okwu enwe some people na-ama nọ na-akpọ ọlụ m afa. Ọ na nnọ kịta skibo comedic or whatever is called. Mgbọsị ọ bụ na ekwensu kpọkọtara ya o wee sị na ọ bụrụ mụ abụ MAP mba ndụ anya na na be anyị. Nya ga address abụrụ m Lizzy Chimamanda na-etretin. Mba ndụ anya na na be anyị mgbọsị ọ bụ na ọ tụrụ ụkwụ na be anyị ife ike mee ya. So he can say whatever he want to say in his platform. Adụlọ m care, but okwu fọ ọnụ mụ ga-anọ n'obodo ga-anọ n'obodo anọ ba ndụ anya na na be anyị. Nga aga ọgụ ya na Dubai, and if care no taking ọgbagba ọsọ ndị ya na Dubai. Mmadụ ejikwa na mgbe egwu ọ bụrụ na amalụ that na at this point anyị nọ now, if you don't know how to shape your mouth ka Peter Obi ghara itinye gị n'ọnwụ ike, then IPOB will help you to shape it for you. Ọ bụrụ na ị maghị shape your mouth na ị chọrọ ikwu okwu anyhow, ikwu okwu anyhow ife ihe anyhow, kedu ebe na-ekwu okwu ndị na-ekwu okwu ndị na-anwebeghị level anwe Dubai o nekwa ndị Dubai ya bi wetara m na wa enwe ndị. In fact, mmadụ send him that thing mgbe ịkpali my personality. Ịkpali my personality. Nya kpachara anya before ihe dị ọ gafee boundary. This caller have called before. I will, in fact, he will be the last caller today.
People, my brother from India, and you go me a warning. If IPOB come for you, you'll be hiding. My comment is there. I'm not hiding. I told you before that Okwuluora is someone that supports so much financially and the mineral before, but I am disappointed with him. I have followed his record. Listen, our people are very gullible. Once we are giving them money, when they see truth, they will be shying away from it. What I'm saying today is that I have listened to Okwuluora broadcast. I can send it to you before. While he was saying that, despite not I was so disappointed that not Okwuluora here. He lose follower for you to mention that you don't like to tell somebody na parliament and somebody on the character matter any place on time that is first for them. When this is a time on Eparima, no need to go to this woman was kidnapped initially. Okwuluora mentioned that Simon people should listen to him that he's doing a nice job, that he's doing it to see how they can give him a slot to be broadcasted. Where this guy was someone who would be an IPOB member with own. So no get through the procedures because he doubted it. Now he's now comparing Martin and Hollywood. He wants to gamble with the Martin and Hollywood, which is not going to work. Please don't allow people to stress you. Let's focus and mind what we are doing tonight. We are talking about the flora and we must finish. Leave people aside. People is nobody to be talking about this in this program. People, it's not always somebody now and I don't remember any contribution. They are just aside. They need to understand that only of that using or mind on fire solution at this struggle. We don't care. If they are not with us, they are against us. Please, just let us concentrate.
Ihe ị ga-agwa Osikibo nya agwa that na mụ abụlọ ụmụ nwaanyị ọ na-etreti na ọ ga-apịa ịtalị. Ọ na-eme anya ọfụm ọdaizi. Ọ na-eme anya ọfụma ọ dị na dibịa na-agba ọrịa ọgwụ jụ esem. Ọ ma na o jiri mụ kpalie egwu daizi ọtọ na Dubai. Another make we that. All cut on my video again, make any rubbish video. Then money am about social media war. Yen na about fiscal or peki money about social media war. Mbang doanya na Nigeria. O seek asylum of no return na Dubai until Biafra bia. So obu know your brother. Obu know your brother. We are stay clear. Not stay clear. Not stay off my track. If not, and bad the war. Maluko say other.
People is getting what we are doing now, and you can read my comment on page. I feel that you should stay clear. I don't think that stay clear. I repeat, if IPOP come for you, you will always be hiding, and that is the truth. Please let us concentrate on what we are doing. I don't care whether it's my brother or not. If you are not with us, we are against us.
It's as simple as that.
That's what I have to say.
What I told Okwuluora is simple: 48 hours to tender apology to IPOB for insulting IPOB, and a member of IPOB was correcting him to show that he knows what he's doing. He is trying to tell the IPOB member there is a faction in IPOB, and not only that, he's saying that in IPOB, Biafrans are sharing nude pictures, nude naked woman. He don't try all this thing, knowing fully well who shared a nude picture was Simon Ekpa. Why can't he tell Simon Ekpa, why do you share nude picture and condemn Simon Ekpa? And all these things, some people are correcting him. Others are pushing him to his grave. People like Skibo now will push him to his grave and they will use him to do comedy. Before you know it, he will just be posting him as they posted Ada Jesus. This is how they push Ada Jesus. Before you know it, they push Ada Jesus to early grave. So if this man who said that he graduated last month or last week, cannot use his brain, let him follow the comment section people and not to tender apology. Then when the dance will start, then Skibo will use his picture and the videos to make money as usual, because that is what he's good of. And I'll be on Facebook. I am a freedom fighter and I stand for Biafra and nothing more. So on your water na ye lijuga for no gejima za chebepo we shine ya. Nya biazia kaiwa. Can we hear that now? This is freedom movement. And the freedom movement, Biafra, democracy does not exist. Some of you is saying, oh, Dubai is not Nigeria. Dubai is worse than Nigeria. In terms of some certain things, many of you know those things. So I'll tell you now, they are highest abandon Nigeria. Because IPOB, you can campaign for P2B, but remove Mazin and Nanoge. Remove IPOB. We don't need you people to come and use IPOB to be creating foolish content as the way all this comedian is using P2B to create useless content and saying P2B is a movement. Who making movement? How many can be body? P2B movement. Let an Igbo man stand in Kaduna or Zamfara Adamawa campaign for P2B. Oh, nobody Okonando. Oh, Nabalonia Okonando, Kamalu Capito Video Blue movement. On this note, all Tata is in a senyelum omu MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ. One in Biafra land. As I say it, so shall it be. I'm telling here be paint any person. Mbia here ngwa gị ka ọ dị. And ngwacha gị ngwakwa gị ka ị ga-esi mie. Ngwacha gị ngwa gị ka ị ga-esi mie. Ije na my platform, ị ga-afụ series of protests in Gagol. Ego m ka m ji agba ticket agya. How many of you Gagol protest for Biafra restoration? How many of you Gagol protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom? Esim here no buy ticket, ga Belgium. I spent 2 days. I book hotel and every other thing. It's my money. Onwere you no menwulie, ị ga-ebia ji ịnọkatin iricha akpụ no izuzuru pụta na social media. Inwe followers. You command 2,000 followers. Ichena IPOB na emiye followers. IPOB ada emiye olugodo fonye na ego onye IPOB ntu oluto ogwa gị oziche ozi ọma Chineke ọgasị ike mgbe ihe ahụ ga-ebido mgbe ahazi na-asị mgbe anyị na-agwa ha things na-abịa on ọkwa ha na-eme ishike. Very soon they will understand the reason why IPOB is out. We don't make empty noise. Before IPOB, they say it's online miscreant. We are only talk online. Now they are not. We are no longer talking online, Abi. We are on ground, Abi. Very soon, Mbana Agwagi, stay clear from sabotage. Stay clear from sabotaging people. In a fishy paka each and any Facebook. Facebook will bring you out, and Facebook will bury you. IPOB have come to restore Biafra, and any person listen and elijuga for ipotazi nya pota ka onwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na DSS obula election ka gị mkpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na ata afọ election ka gị mkpa. Peter Obi ka gị mkpa. Peter Obi will go and bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ibu onye ala. You are a madman. Then Peter Obi will get with 11 million votes against 51 million votes. Now for some people, no wonder some people are very stupid and idiot. Now, kwa okwuluora, unu ejekwa na agwa nya jiri nwa ya obtain that public apology. Na akwa nya, unu ga-akwagide, mgbe unu kwaluri ebe ahụ unu ga-akwanye, unu kwanyezie ebe ahụ, unu apụtazie, unu abịa tiwe mkpu, kwụba aka, make a noise 1 week. IPOB asendikwa mmadụ. On this note, I say me Chukwu okike abịa ma onye pụrụ ime ihe niile guide and protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, guide and protect DOS, guide and protect Eastern Security Network, guide and protect IPOB Media Warrior, guide and protect our IPOB legal teams, and guide and protect IPOB worldwide. He say, those of you na konkoyeli, how many of you na tutu egetinye na IPOB? Na mego na IPOB na spend every day to make sure that freedom come. Or ipoti wolu ikotul content Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga wolu me 2 minutes a broadcast in Alego. Ndala. Mad people everywhere. Catch your phone until I come your way again.